Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Man, my name's Poetic Justus.
I'm Charlie from the Couny. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, man. Good to see everyone for real, for real. She Miss AK. Man, good to see you, JMCL. I hope you're doing well out there. Hope recovery's going well. We got 4TW Zach, man. We got Buddy Buzzski, Iodine up in here. Glad to see you made it, Iodine. Good to see you, K-Shot Kappa, SGB Pino. Man, real quick, big shouts outs to M and Iodine, two of our mods in the chat tonight. They're going to be helping out. Big shouts out to JMCL, man. He's recovering from some ear surgery, so he might be in there helping out when he can, but you know, no worries, man. Don't be doing anything you can't. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all. We see 7 Osaka's in the building. We're streaming to y'all I'm from Colorado. Charlie, where you coming from tonight?
I'm coming from Atlanta right now. I'm down here in the dirty.
Hey, man, you all let us know where you guys all coming to us from tonight as well. We got Colorado, we got Atlanta. Hey, no worries, Iodine. Appreciate you letting us know. Good to see you, Ghetto Uzi, both of them. Man, shout out everybody, you know, just tapping in with each other. We got free submissions. You know, we're doing music reactions tonight. You can see our wheel spinner on that top left screen, or we could zoom in here as well. Here, let's see if we got Charlie on this screen. Oh, not yet. We'll have to put him back on there. That's all right. But just type your artist name in the chat if you want to get added to our free submission and free, you know, it's a wheel spinner. We just appreciate music here. You know what I'm saying? Charlie and I. All right, let me get Charlie back up here. We both make music ourselves. We both love music. We're just, you know, music enthusiasts, fans of music, and we want to get music added to our community playlists. I'll cover those real quick. These first 3 songs we've heard have actually all came from our community playlist here on YouTube. Type in Genius Playhouse music reactions. We just had to switch it over, so if you had it saved to your playlist and delete it or anything like that, go ahead and just search it up one more time. This one will be there to stay. But then on SoundCloud as well, again, Genius Playhouse music reaction. Spotify, same thing, Genius Playhouse music reaction. Got 3 different playlists, bunch of different songs. Yeah, you guys got to see some music videos. Let's hit up the SoundCloud a little bit. Actually, you know what? I want to get a song that Charlie added to the playlist. This was off his debut album, Character Development. We'll get this song playing in the background while we get our first song of the night pulled up. We usually do that through random numbers, so everyone is gonna be free. Everyone has a chance to participate in this. Man, good to see you. Look at Santi, 20 try 23. Man, good to see you. But yeah, so if you guys, sorry, I heard that, Charlie, man, I got distracted. I love this song. But if you guys we'll give you guys a number range. I'm gonna text you that number right now, Charlie. And then we'll have an opportunity. Everyone's gonna have an opportunity to get that first song of the night.
Good luck to everybody. Fair game. We want to hear what y'all brought to the vibes tonight. It's Friday night. We coming fresh off the Eagles win. I don't know who's tapped in right now, but fly Eagles fly.
Woo. And big shouts out to the Eagles. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off my camera real quick while I do this number. Sorry, Charlie. What were you saying? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I said I'm tapped in. I see the vibes. I see the number.
All right, sorry about that. My audio cut out for a second. Got that number written down here. Let's get that camera back on. All right. Y'all can guess a number between 0 and 100. Y'all can spam the chat. Whoever guesses this number first can get the first song of the night.
Let's see who's psychic tonight.
Real talk. We'll see if anyone's got it. I think hopefully Charlie and I are the only ones who know what this is.
Saw a couple close ones already.
Facts. Man, good to see you. Lover Losito. Deli Uno. Mike Myers up in the building. Black Star's in here. Shout out HLS.
Ooh. Got some people who ready to go. We ready to go tonight.
Real talk. Remember, y'all, this is a number between 0 and 100. Whoever guesses this first gets the first song of the night, completely free.
Yeah, see, hold on.
I seen it.
24-hour deli. 24-hour deli got it.
Deli Uno right there, man. Big shouts out to 24-hour deli. That's a 28 on the number, man. We got to give it up to him. Let's get the applause going. Oh, that might be a little loud. Beautiful, man. Big shouts out to Deli Uno. So all right, we can go over how to submit now. So if you guys type !submit in the chat, it's gonna bring up this let's see, if you type !submit in the chat, it's gonna bring up this screen right here. Thank you for doing that, 24-hour Deli. I'm gonna get that link up myself. It's gonna bring you straight to this website. If you scroll down, it just lets you know, throughout the night, if you forget how we pick songs, how things are running, you could opt into anything like that. But right here at the top of the screen, you can submit your music with this button right here. If you want to skip the line, skip the wheel spinner, get heard next, you can click the super skip button right here. We'll get you added to that, we'll get you added to be up next. But then we encourage you guys to leave this site up throughout the night, because if you get disconnected from the live stream, you'll be able to just click right back into it, join back like nothing happened. So, and then so when you click this submit your button or your music, it's going to invite you to our Discord. Obviously we're already in it, so it's just going to take you straight to this Twitch submissions tab right here. And so by going there, yeah, you're gonna be able to submit your music. Let's see, Deli Uno, yep, he's right here. Big shouts out to Zod Duffy. Go Duff, man. Y'all go stream some music, some of the songs on this playlist. But next we'll go ahead and get right into Deli Uno's Jerk Star. Or I mean, I think that's just part of the branding, you know what I'm saying? Because you got, Deli with the star. So I think that's just part of the branding. But all right, let's go ahead and get right into this.
Cross on my wrist, I'm the holy one.
Y'all let us know if you can hear the music and everything like that.
Walk with the trust, I just mix it myself, baby. Yeah, we still young. Let's just have some fun. Oh shit, I'm spilling all this drink, baby. Clean it up. Yeah, recording day and night till I see the sun. Bangers on top of bangers, I just keep it calm. Short it in the spot, I bang up till I make a drink in my cup. Got me feeling like I'm
good looking, James. See on the pin.
What the fuck? She want me to stay stuck. I say, bitch, I cannot, cause I'm really chasing bugs.
I like those high pitch vocals.
Bitch, I stand on top, I can't get up under. When I'm up, I hope they remember. She gon' throw that ass, cause I'm that motherfucker. Use a motherfucking cherry. Make that motherfucking twerk. I said, baby, make that motherfucking twerk. Put that shit on me, baby, go to work. She said, Daddy, use a motherfucking cherry. I like, baby, make that motherfucking twerk.
Hey, well, it's good timing, James, yo. Even if it's on accident.
Baby, go to work. I got bands for my bros, got no bands for these hoes. She want slide, I'm like, no. Baby, bye. Time to go. I can't slide if I don't know. I bet I told her I'm a soldier. I got wiser cause I'm older. They asking what's that older.
I got wiser cause I'm older.
They asking what's that older. They asking what's that older.
I love this. I like it. You let it be.
Yeah, this counting's like oddly pleasing.
Use a motherfucking jerk. Make that motherfucking twerk. I said, baby, make that motherfucking twerk. Put that shit on me, baby, go to work. She said, Daddy, use a motherfucking jerk. I like, baby, make that motherfucking twerk. Put that shit on me, baby, go to work. I said, hey, baby, go to work.
Man, that was Jerk by Deli Uno. Deli, appreciate you for sharing that one. Man, to me, I thought there was a lot of strong aspects to that one. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. The biggest thing for me on the downside, though, was just the volume. Like, it felt like it was, like I had to listen real closely to try to hear your vocal. And so I think just boosting the gain on that vocal will be beneficial. But again, I really liked you had some like high pitch ad libs came in around this area. And then you had yeah, it was just like, again, even just like the 1, 2, like even just the counting part was, I was like, man, why does that sound so good? Like, he's just counting, like, you're making it sound good. And so I thought it was cool how you used your voice. But again, for me, just making sure you boost that vocal, so we could really like hear what you're saying, really be able to digest your lyrics. I think that would be the best thing for me that would take it to the next level. What you think on that one, Charlie?
Oh, and I think he said boost the overall master gain, not even just the overall master, specifically your vocals.
Facts.
Maybe I don't. You might be able to boost the overall gain of the overall track, but definitely we want to hear your vocals more out front. They're a little bit tucked. I like your pocket. I think your delivery was cool. It was that laid back, player shit. I really like your pocket. You played around with the arrangement of it. I like the sequence where you kind of went to just some ad libs on the record. Um, yeah, I enjoyed the record. It was a good vibe to start the night off with, man.
Real talk. Big shouts out to Deli Uno. That was Jerk. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get these next couple tracks up. Big shouts out to M, spinning the wheel for us. Let's go ahead and pull that back up.
We appreciate you
This
too,
one.
bro.
Not this one. Where's it at?
Deli, where you
Right
from?
here, right here. We got our songs pulled up. We got Iodine, Antisocial, and 7 Osaka. So if you're any of those three artists, go ahead and drop a chat and resubmit.
Resubmit. We ready to hear
So
y'all.
I don't know if we covered this earlier, but we spin the wheel 3 times at a, 3 names at a time. And then whoever resubmits first out of those 3 names who got spun are going to go ahead and get played first. And so it's first you got to get spun by the wheel, then it's first come, first serve. All right, so big shouts out to Iodine, 7 Osaka. Let's see, we got 7 Osaka right here. What was the third name? Antisocial. If this is you, Antisocial, you let me know. But I think this is, a different name right here. So we'll go ahead and get going. This is 7 Osaka, Lil Bust Down. Charlie, so for this, we'll do it this one time, 7 Osaka, but for the rest of the, because we haven't talked about it, but for the rest of the night, SoundCloud, YouTube, or Spotify links only. Charlie's not going to be able to hear this song live with me. So Charlie, are you going to be able to click into the Twitch submissions and hear this MP3, or should we have him resubmit it as a link? What's just like realistically best for the stream? Oh, I got the wrong screen up again. All right, there we go.
Have them resubmit it as a link because
Awesome.
I don't. Let me see. I don't want it to have got swallowed up.
No, I think that's perfectly cool. And 7 Osaka, he's real quick with being able to resubmit it. We appreciate you. He's gonna work on that, or he's gonna get it going for that. Appreciate you. Yeah, so subs get twice as likely to get picked on that wheel spinner. All right. Other than, yeah, it's free for everybody. Oh, here's Antisocial right here, so we'll go and get him pulled up. Yeah, it's free for everyone to submit on that wheel spinner. Subs just have twice as likely of a chance to get hurt or get spun. That's right. M2 slices on the wheel. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into this next one. This is Antisocial, Prevail. Yes, got you, Juke. We'll get you up next. Go ahead and just submit through the Discord.
I already like the sample.
Facts, it's a cool video too.
Facts.
Before I lay it down, I asked the Lord for one more day. When my bread low, my head high, I'm bound to make a play. I got hustler mentality, I grind through my mistakes. Every L a lesson learned and every win go to the bank. I don't give a fuck about Instagram, I'll show y'all what I make. If you blessed to be in my presence, you gon' see what this shit take. Burn under my fingernails, I'm working hard as hell. Little nigga been grinding, I know one day I prevail. Collecting coin like wishing well, down me, I wish you well. You had the chance to ride the wave, now it's too late, that shit done sail. I'll say never say C-A-T, cause we can never fail. I'm so close, damn, I can feel it, I'm gonna take it when it's there. All this work it take to make it, I'm gonna face it, I don't care. All this life go through.
This dope right here, Antisocial.
But when I'm up, it's up for life, and I ain't never looking back. Keep tunnel vision like I'm yak. This my year and I'm on track. This my year and I'm on track. I'm on track. I'm on go with all this shit. Yeah. No doubt. Really, I'm
Oh,
a
I'm
musical
so
genius, producer, spit this shit like Dre. I'm the hottest out the rock. Somebody please go hit up, yay. I need to move out to LA. I get so tired of these lanes. Fuck the ops, you gotta switch. I promise all y'all sound the same. But when it's cold and I just crash my car, been walking in the snow.
man, Buddy Busty said this is fire. I'm with you, brother. I'm rocking with this one.
Don't play crazy. Niggas know how this shit go. When I bump heads with her, I ain't gon' say it, but he know. Finna go pick up them flavors. I feel sick when I be broke. No consignments plug, no, I'm gon' come with cash for every boat. And no bap, I learned that trap from
You guys can get to vote in the chat if we should add this to our community playlist. Make sure you vote on that poll for us.
If you want dick, okay, that's cool. But I don't got no heart for no bitch that's been passed around the crew. On my globe, but we gon' ball like it's a holiday, no Jew. After that, I'm right back focused on these tracks. That's what I do. I'm in the stool. Bitch on game. I'm in the stool. They know that.
Blackstar said, yeah, he talking, man. Cal said, I fuck with this. JMCL said, this is so good, bro. Real shit. Deli fucking with this one, man. Big shouts out to Antisocial.
Stupid does. You thought your homie had some buzz. You follow him trying to be it and turn yourself into a was. Present tense to past. I knew you niggas was never built to last. I'm on generational wealth. My kids gon' have a bag. Still gon' splurge like 10% cause some shit I just never had. Promise I won't overdo it, but I for sure want something fast. I for sure need something low. Maybe a Lambo or a vet. Nice dub on my wrist. Bust it down, make it wet. I won't pin this with every angel watching me sitting on my neck. Ice my dental smile blinging. Yeah, I need the full set. Yeah, I need the full set. Heard you niggas blew it all in one damn take.
Yeah, I'm with you. 3 fire verses too, buddy. Bringing back the 3 verses and bringing heat on all of them too. I'm rocking with it.
Hey boy, ANTIGOAT, man, they know what the fuck going on.
Man, shout out to the director, everyone who helped with the video, man. Antisocial Prevail. Whew. We got to throw it up on that one. We got to. Well done, well done.
Drop your IG in the chat, bro.
Yeah, facts. How can people connect with you? How can people reach out? You know, stay updated with your music. Yeah, man, that was Antisocial Prevail. I'm rocking with that one. He was speaking real shit in his lyrics. You know, made a great video to go along with that. I thought there was even just shots of him laughing with the ball, you know what I'm saying? It made you feel more connected with him as a human, even past the music. So great job with the video as well as with that song. It was just you were putting things in your perspective, has some storytelling in there, has some lyricism, a nice flow, nice delivery, bro. You killed that one. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm glad that one made the playlist.
Man, the mix sounded good. The pocket was hard. The video was ill. You visually gave me what I heard. It made a whole lot of sense. You didn't need too much. You made me a fan. And what I really appreciate is you was able to give a hard track that was motivational. It was some real shit. You wasn't out here on some rah shoot 'em up shit. Like, you stood on some real man perspective. You wasn't off some unintegral shit while you still made a hard ass record. I'll be honest, that's and no shade to anybody. That might be my favorite record that I've heard between this week and last week. Just since I've been on here, that record was super duper impressive to me. The presentation was, the mix was, you know who you are. It sounded like you got a catalog. It sounded like that's not your only joint to slap, because you just sounded like you was on the other side of development. Ill shit, bro.
Facts, man. You got more music like that, come by and share it anytime. We got you added on our playlist. Yeah, you killed that one. Appreciate you for sharing Antisocial.
I still did you see him drop his
I haven't seen his I haven't seen his socials in the chat yet. Hopefully he hopefully throws those in there. What's the best way for people to connect with you, even if it's not Instagram? Just let us know how we could rock with you. And then also I want to just give a big shout out to Charlie from the Couny, man. Like you said, second time in a row on this stream. Big shouts out to JMCL. He's in the chat. He's helping out, dropping feedback. He just had ear surgery, right? So he want to make sure that you guys are getting good, valuable feedback on your music. Big shouts out to Charlie from the Couny. He's a community OG. We met him in our first season of doing these music reactions, and we reached out and we asked him for a favor. He said, no questions asked, I'm there. I want to help out you guys. I want to help out this community. So we just want to show love to Charlie from the Couny, man. Make sure y'all tap in with him, share that love, because you know, he's really helping us out here.
Hey man, it's family, man. It's not just me looking out, but it's a beautiful thing to be welcome to come here and give my perspective with the fam, man. So it's a two-way street, man.
Hey, that's love, man. Appreciate you for real, for real. Hey, and oh, here you are. Appreciate you. And Iodine, Seven Osaka is just resubmitting from his MP3. That's the only reason we're gonna have him go before you. Oh, Jupe came in with that skip, so we got our next few songs lined up. We got Seven Osaka, we got Iodine, but then we're gonna have Jupe come in real quick. Big shouts out to Jupe.
What up, Jupe?
Bags, Jupe was around, I think, when you first came into the community, wasn't she?
Man, I fuck with Jupe super heavy. We've spoken outside of here. That's the bro in real life.
That's fire. Hey, this one right here, this is Jupe Keep Crying featuring Quaddy Quell. Ooh, with the feature. All right, let's go ahead and get right into this.
I bet it slaps.
Okay. Right off the bat. Man, Jupe and Quaddy Quell. Appreciate you guys for sharing that one. That was cool, Jupe, to hear you come in on more of that hook chorus role, having him come in on the verse. I'm curious, is that just the first half of the song? Like, are you gonna end up having a verse on that one as well? Or, you know, is that the song fully through and through? Appreciate you for sharing. I really also liked your guys' harmonies a lot, but I also felt there was room for blending it a little bit more together in the mix. And I feel like if you take out some of the high end from his vocals when your vocals come in, tools like an EQ could be good for that. Or even like a multi-band compressor, you could kind of automate that top bar to or you know, that top band to kind of drop while your voice comes in, so you could kind of carry those highs while he carries the lows, just with the way you guys were singing the harmonies. But just a couple ideas. I really like that, you know, mix of him on the verse, you on the hook, and then those harmonies you guys had. I thought was really cool too.
No, for real, Jupe, what's a edger? Justus, you know what an edger is? She said probably not. It's an edger. What's an edger mean?
So like, you know what edging is? The term edging?
Maybe not. Maybe.
So you do. It's what you're thinking. And so just one of those ones where it's like right on the end where it's like, oh damn, you want more. Like you weren't ready for that to end yet. Makes you want to kind of go back and play it again.
Okay, I got you. Okay, Jupe, girl, you know I fuck with you for real. So I need your. I was debating, right? There's a part of me that likes your vocals where they sit. There's a part of me that wants them more out front. I can understand the creative decision to put them slightly within the mix. The rapper or the feature, the other artist's vocals were a little bit more pronounced and out in front. And you can make a case for either or. I would like to hear the production have some more dynamicness. It was kind of a loop, Um, and I just wanna I wanna hear, girl, you know I fuck up your shit. You'll never bring no whack shit. I want to hear that level of production improvement. I don't mean like the beat making. I mean, I want to hear you have a more professional sounding arranged piece of music because you're a good songwriter, you're a good vocalist, you have a lot of ill shit and concepts to say, you're surrounded by a lot of talented producers and artists. I just want to see you put it together at a higher level. You know, I just want to see you put it together at a higher level. That's I'm gonna push you for that because people going your stuff is tight enough where people gonna always say it's tight. People are always gonna say it's dope. But I just want to hear a higher level of production value. That's just me because I'm rooting for you in real life.
No, I think that's love. Like you said, that's tough love, but that's love, right? Is hey, you're doing really good. I see you doing really good at this thing. Going to this other spot or doing this other thing is gonna help it sound even better, help it go to the next level. I think that's totally valid, man. Big shouts out to Jupe, keep crying. And like you said, that's coming from a place of love. That's coming from a place of I really like what you do. I really want to see you succeed. And so big shouts out to both y'all.
You are gonna have a whole team one day. I believe in you. Everybody in this chat believe in you, and I can't wait to see it. And I can't wait to just see you continue to grow because I believe in you in real life.
No, 100%. And shout out to you, Jupe, seeing the vision, working your way to that constantly. It's okay to not be there yet. I love that you're working your way there. Shot by Mott and Lover Losito, man. We appreciate you guys for the follow. All right, this is Lil Bust Down 7 Osaka. Let's go get right into it.
Ethereal.
Now that beat tag worked really well on this beat.
I just put a new little bust down on me. Stuff 3 G's, but I ain't no phony. I run in the trees, so my life moves slowly. 20 degrees, and my cash came holy. When I was in the V-bar, I crushed down on it. Look at 2 beats, right no song money. Posted like peas, on the summer's just something. Summer's on me, no I'm Mars, right sign. Told her to take it down, stack it that game. She all mad in the group shot again. Stuck in their lives on lines, they network together, they take it like strain. Mrs. the Rockies, I'm not in the range. She don't unless she made me think. Whipping for rubbers, we rolling in pain. Together we with the same thing. Wearing 2 C's like the clergy. My bitch got 2 D's without surgery. The way that I'm fucking your bitches. Like 3 at one time like an orgy. I cannot roll without switches. Cause motherfuckers try to approach me. I was sipping on vodka, the Couny. With Billy and they're trying to clone me. I just put a new little bust down on me. Stuff 3 G's, but I ain't no phony. I've been in the trees, so my life moves slowly.
That flow on that chorus is pretty hard.
When I was in the V-bar, I crushed down on it. Look at 2 beats, right no song money. Posted like peas, on the summer's just something. Summer's on me, no I'm Mars, right sign. Pop, we gonna ain't running. Spin it down once to make sure that we got him. I whip them muscle straight, see me just kicking up. Like the G63 for the fun of it. We hit them with stress like a punishment. I hit them once and I'm done with it. My Julie is something, don't go in my hands. Believe me when I say beginning shit. Shorty your leash, so wide I bounce. She spoke on ounce and that's on my lead. Like I got the leash, I'm running around, I'm covering ground. I'm in the V. This goes for everyone talking their shit about me. The C, the 7 OG, I couldn't care less. Yeah, bitch, I felt on my breath. It's checked, and yeah, she elite. I can be
Hey, much love, Francis Blue. Appreciate you.
Put me in my brother's position.
Good to see you, Rico.
Shorty so mad 'cause I left her behind and she wanted to
Good to see you, Wallace.
Told her little shorty I'm not in the mood unless she can go through with success with me. New little bust down on me. Stuff 3 G's, but I ain't no phony. I've been in the trees, so my life moves slowly. 20 degrees, and my cash came holy. When I was in the V-bar, I crushed down on it. Look at 2 beats, right no song money. Posted like peas, on the summer's just something. Summer's on me, no I'm Mars, right sign. I just put a new little bust down on me. Stuff 3 G's, but I ain't no phony. I've been in the trees, so my life moves slowly. 20 degrees, and my cash came holy. When I was in the V-bar, I crushed down on it. Look at 2 beats, right no song money. Posted like peas, on the summer's just something. Summer's on me, no I'm Mars, right sign.
Man, 7 Osaka, Lil Bust Down.
Can I go first on this one, Justus?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
I enjoyed the record. I would like to see the production kind of be more arranged around how you wrote it. A lot of the beat was linear and it didn't have elements to let me know there's no Justus, give me the word. Momentum.
The
It was kinda
dynamics.
through line. Yeah, the dynamic it was very through line.
Or
And I
like,
think
are you talking about how there wasn't like a build up, a progression as,
yeah,
this is when the hook
yeah,
comes in, this is when the verse is. like that
There was no
transition period.
it was a linear momentum. And I think that you had a lot of catchy flows. You had some wit in there. You had a good hook. Um, I'm a stickler for like I want to see people push their creativity. You know what I mean? I want to see people push what they bring to a record and not just be so. I mean, everybody raps about that. Everybody says those catchphrases. That's me being stickler, as I got to give you my honest opinion. But as just a musician, it sounds good. You wrote a good song. Really, if you just improve the mix, I would like to hear your voice a little bit more out front. Um, and I would like to hear a little bit more animated ad libs. You came with a lot of energy. The beat had a lot of energy. Like I like reminiscent like how the Migos ad libs used to be mixed, where they're like in your face, kind of quirky. But those are my only critiques. I like the record.
Nah, man, I'm right there with you. So I thought you had a nice flow on there. Has some nice bars in there. I just want a little bit more clarity in that mix, just like you said. Whereas, hey, let me just hear your vocal kind of. So in that chord, and I think some transitions in the mix as well, like you said. In that chorus, let it be, lively, let it be powerful, let it be wide. And then in that verse, you don't want it to be stale by any means, but let it come down in the energy just a little bit, right? And not in the delivery, the energy of your delivery, but just in the explosiveness of the mix. Um,
Yeah,
and
we liked where you were sitting. You were
yeah,
sitting vocal. It was like chill hype. I like your vocal delivery.
facts. No, 100%. But yeah, man, Lil Bust, and that was probably one of my favorite flows from you, Seven Osaka. So I do want to give you your props on that. Like having heard a few songs from you, seen you progress over some time. That was a nice flow from you. I really like keep working on that pen, bro. You like I see you've been putting in the work, and it's showing, man. So keep it up.
And I'm not too familiar with your records, but yeah, your pocket was hard. You know what I mean? You sound like a good rapper to me. That you sounded like a good rapper. So
Thanks.
I'm excited to hear you continue to progress, man. Keep focused because you got something for real, for real.
Real talk, man. This one right here, this is whoa. That's Ray U1 popping in here, gifting a bunch of subs, man. Taking us over our whole goal for the night. Man, we appreciate you, Ray U1, for real. Much love.
Much
You
love.
got a song you want to share, anything like that? We get you up on the skip list for that. We appreciate you for real. Let's see, man. Ant Too Light, Quacks, made by Ghost. It's all kinds of people who ain't gotta have to worry about no ads. Got a double chance to get heard on that subscription or on the wheel spinner. Big shouts out to you, Ray. You said I have a super
out to
skip too. Oh my god, he just came in to support the community. What a
flexing
goat,
with
man.
love, man. Flexing with love. There is no better way to flex than flex with love, man.
Real talk. Flex with love. I like that. I like that term. Let's get this pulled up right here. Hey, Idon, we got you up next, big dog. This is Uncomparable. Man, this man just too. Is it okay if I share your graduation story or your double graduation? I guess I kind of just did, man, but man's been putting in the work. He's progressing a lot in life as well. So big shouts out to you sharing the blessings, with other people as well.
Congratulations.
This is Uncomparable, Ray U1. Let's go and get right into this. Yeah, Lux, just drop your artist name in the chat. We'll get our mod M will get you taken care of. Much love, James Hill, gifting another subscription, keeping that hype train going.
Tweaking out the gas, getting high as fuck. I don't fuck with bitches cause these bitches really out of love. I don't give a fuck up the skull, now you out of love.
Much love, Pino. Scrapping with Prime.
I don't give a fuck about that bitch cause he's not mine. Walk around that corner, then I cross that fucking line. Yeah, I'm a young ass nigga, but you can't waste my fucking time. I'm like, baby, go crazy, your baby gonna get in line. I'm like, niggas out there laughing, I'ma leave you ass in traffic. Then I get a fucking patty like this shit is really tragic. With a semi-automatic, when it hit you in your back. I'm like, baby, while you tripping, I'ma lay you like a trap. While you tripping, while your hair done, I'ma get your nails too. Baby, I'm getting paid, you already know you getting paid too. I'ma hit this shit out the park like I'm motherfucking Babe Ruth. I don't tell no lies, I just tell the whole fucking truth. I ain't like them other niggas, I'm uncomparable. I ain't like them other bitches, I ain't gonna speak on you. I ain't gonna stab you in the back, cause I'm talking to you. I ain't gonna laugh while you down, I'm gonna pick you up. Tweaking.
Woof. Appreciate you for sharing that one, Ray. We'll get Charlie back up. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Okay, there we go. We got your visual back up. Um, but yeah, man, big shouts out to Ray. You won, bro. That was cool to see you. You know, I follow you on Instagram and whatnot, so it's like I've been seeing you progress in life as well. But to hear you maturing through your music as well, like the subject matter, uh, even the way you were using your vocals, and like you just have more control over your delivery. To me, that was all really cool to see. I also really liked in the you had those ad libs, those that you were kind of using as like as a rhythm, right? You kept bringing those in. Um, I I would almost encourage you just to change the mix on those a little bit. To me, it had this robotic edge to it. Uh, and I think that if you just pulled back on that edge a little bit, you could either drop probably around 3K on the EQ, or if you have like a decimator on there, or a like a distorter of any kind, you might be able to just draw that back a little bit. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you for sharing that one. It was, to me, again, that was really cool to see. Not only do we got you, right here, walking your graduation, but also to hear the maturity through your lyrics, through your delivery. I thought that was really cool, man. Appreciate you for sharing.
Yeah, man, I was vibing with the record, man. I like how you started out the record. I always enjoy when people could take ill ass like creative directions or like song pockets or vibes and not be like a piece of shit human being inside of them. You know what I mean? It takes talent. I saw one of my favorite writers said, it's easy to be loud and wrong, but sometimes it's hard to be right and quiet. You know what I mean? It's hard to be like a real human being with how you look at life. And I like how you started out the record like that. You had some mixed in subject matters within towards the end of the record, but I enjoyed like how you was coming in, what you was standing on. I like your pocket. I do think that within the flow in the pocket that you're using, um, you can find a slightly better word placement. To sometimes your word placement or your flow pocket was fighting against the beat in the sway that you was establishing. I think that's just editing. That's just going back and realizing, oh, don't put a word here, or don't use a two syllable word here, or it's small polishing like that. But I like what you was doing. I was rocking with it. I was cranking, but I do think that you can continue to improve it just in terms of like your word placement, just to keep elevating. Because I like what you're working with.
Nah, I agree with that completely, man. Big shouts out to Ray. You won. Happy early birthday. He said his birthday's tomorrow as well. Man,
Hey,
big
hey,
moment
everybody
in
say happy
life.
birthday.
Yeah,
I
real
need happy
talk.
birthdays in the chat. I need
Happy
birthday.
birthdays in the
I need
chat.
some birthday cakes in the chat, bro.
I love that. I love that. Birthday cakes, parties with the, with the hat, the balloon going out. Or not the balloon, but the stream or whatever it's called. Man, big shouts out to Ray. You won.
Hey,
Working on
keep focused on your path, bro. Whatever you're going through, whatever you're working through, keep overcoming it. And I'm proud of you for graduating. And I just want to see you keep moving forward in life, man. Like we all come together here because we love music, man. But we gotta love each other more than the music, bro. So keep growing, man. I'm glad to see you moving forward in life, bro.
No, 100%. Big shouts to everyone showing love in the chat. We love to see that community support. I see the stretch and the hydrate from JMCL. I got you guys. And then also I just wanted to shout out again, just big shouts out to JMCL gifting the sub to both of them, and Pino for the Prime subscription as well. We appreciate y'all for real. Just keeping that train going, supporting the stream, supporting the community. JMCL's trying to make sure we staying hydrated, man. Y'all hydrate along with us.
Hey, I'll join you. Bottoms up.
That's right. Tomorrow's M's birthday as well. Big happy birthday to M. We appreciate you. Early happy birthday.
Time out, because since tomorrow is M's birthday, doesn't that mean M's birthday is right now?
M's in the future. That's a good question. How's that work, M? Is your birthday right now? M's in the future for us. She's already on Thursday timing. But all right.
Saturday, Friday.
Saturday. Oh my god. I missed y'all on Wednesday. It's like part of my week's missing.
It was yesterday, which means it's now. It was yesterday, which means today is yesterday, is your yesterday. So happy birthday right now.
Happy birthday, M. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for everything you do for the community.
And you pulled up fresh off the birthday.
we were talking too. She says there's a bunch of birthdays in her family right now. So big shouts out to everyone in your family with the birthdays.
Everybody, pass hugs around from all of us.
Real talk. All right, this next one right here. This is Iodine Liquid. He said he just made this. There's no mix or anything like that on it. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
Iodine Liquid's a cool last name. I remember Iodine.
You see color so different, like I'd never seen them before. You see love, I see friends. Do you think it's wrong to feel the way I do? 'Cause I don't wanna disappoint you, baby.
So for anyone who doesn't know, Iodine's an EDM producer. These vocals are most likely sampled. Yo, this piano is so smooth. With that Reese in the background, that's an interesting combo. I don't know. We'll figure it out, y'all. Thank you guys for your understanding. We'll keep working through this. That was Iodine's Liquid. Man, he has some beautiful piano playing on there. That was nice.
He said we missed Iodine said we missed the last minute of it.
We missed the last minute of that. Damn,
Let's
okay.
go ahead and throw the last minute.
Yeah, agreed. All right, we'll go ahead and get right before this drop.
How do we fix the time lost? Do I let go or do I hold on? What if I wake up one day missing you? Yeah, this crazy thing we have is madness mixed with magic. Even the stars are crying for us too. Madness mixed with magic. I'm going crazy, I don't know what I should do. I keep dipping, but you stick to me like glue. I try to listen, but all they keep coming
I love how selective you are with those Reeses, those basses behind this piano.
I love how much empty space you kept in there. Like your productions never sound cluttered.
Facts. Man, that was Liquid, Iodine, version 1, work in progress. Yeah, man, I like you said, I weirdly liked the I don't know what the right word is, but the space he left in that one. Especially on like those bridges where it was like heavily relying on that piano and that bass, that Reese. I don't know, there was something just so pleasing about that. I was so looking forward to the Reese coming back in, that bass just hitting again, but it wasn't too, spread out where it was like, oh, it's missing. It wasn't too often where it's like, oh, too much of that. I don't need that anymore. But for me, it hit this really nice spot where I really would like, it would build the anticipation for it to come back in, and then you'd hit it and I'd be like, all right, I'm good. And then it'd be like, all right, where's that bass sound? Where's that bass sound? It'd come back in, you'd hit it. I was like, all right, I'm good. So yeah, man, I appreciate you for sharing that one. It was cool to me. That was a little bit less, it wasn't as stimulating as some of the songs you've shared in the past, which, I wouldn't say for all your songs. I wouldn't necessarily want you to do that for a trend, but it was really cool to have that in your catalog, to have that alternative piece. Big shouts out to you, Iodine.
Yeah, I gotta jump in and say I'm not a big EDM listener, but I really enjoy the how do I articulate it? It's like it's more jazzy and chill. Like it's less. I need to listen to it from with the energy of my body, more like it's a vibe. I really enjoy that style. And and this is something that we can all learn from in the chat. When you guys are working with your producers, one thing that Iodine does is like literally, I guess, his genre, but he's sequencing the production around those vocals. Like when the bass is coming in, when certain instruments are coming out, when it's when just the overall momentum. One, you do a great job of just keeping me engaged. Your math is on point, and I love your vibe. So everybody, when you're working with producers and you're arranging a record or you're with the engineer, you want your record to have the momentum similar to that, where I can see the distinct sections. I can see the momentum. It's keeping me entertained because it's not linear, but it's also not chaotic and uncalculated. So everybody who produces or works with producers, learn from that. I really enjoyed that record.
I agree completely. Big shouts out to Iodine. All right, let's see. Thank you, M, for keeping our wheel up. Who do we have? I know you spun a couple names while we were listening to Iodine. Let me double check who was last spun. So we got Mick Myers. We got Lawless Playa, and we got Psy. All three of y'all go ahead and drop your name in the chat, or just drop a chat if you're still here, or go ahead and resubmit. All right, so I don't see either of them or any of those names. If any of y'all did submit, I'm missing you. Just go ahead and drop a chat, let us know that I'm missing you. But go ahead and spin, let's call it 3 more names in the meantime.
Yo, I can't get Iodine. It's like literally, I'm like moving at the exact tempo of that record.
That happen. I find myself doing that sometimes during these streams where it's like no music going on, like either James will be talking or it'll be whatever, and I'm just sitting there just dancing to it. It's like, wait a sec, like you look crazy right now. Like it's like nobody can hear what you're hearing. Like that's funny. Lil Zelly, we'll go ahead and get you on that wheel, Pino. Hey James, still don't even trip, bro. I know you're not trying to, misguide any artist, so I totally understand you being a little bit more hesitant when it's like you're only getting one side of the mix. It's only coming in through one ear. I've never experienced that, but I imagine that impacts the listening experience. So I totally.
Hey,
and it's no hard feelings, James. So we appreciate you being here.
it's not even no hard feelings. It's respect and appreciation to the fucking dedication. So, hey, you're literally here where you probably are being slightly auditorily irresponsible right now, but you still here and you still vibing, you still jamming out with the fam. So, hey, don't be hard on yourself. We just happy to have you in the chat, bro.
No, real talk. Man, Teo, good to see you. Good to see you here. All right, we got SGB Pino, both and Teo the Dan. Go ahead and drop a chat and resubmit. All right, let's see. Both there we go. I saw Lawless play. And don't worry, I saw you were working on that. Mick Myers, appreciate you resubmitting. And yeah, guys, big shouts out to M. She's our mod in the chat running the wheel. If we didn't say it earlier, if she
girl.
The birthday girl, that's right. If she tells, if what she says goes. If she tells you to resubmit, because that means your music's coming up.
And also, while we getting everything loaded up, everybody drop where you from tonight. We want to see where everybody's coming from tonight.
Facts. It's always cool to see when people are, a little bit closer than, people always think. We coming live out of Colorado. Shout out Colorado, represent if you coming from Colorado. Feel free to rep as well, Charlie. No hard feelings.
Shout outs Dion.
Real talk, real talk. Nah, man, he's actually brought so much money into the state. It's pretty crazy.
SGB Pino, man. See, I keep my DMV brothers, man. I always gotta shout out, man.
Real talk. All right, let's see.
You got Cincinnati, Brooklyn, Seattle, Long Island, VA, DMV. I see y'all.
I know Charlie got a little bit of love for the DMV.
Palmdale. My wife's from near Palmdale.
Palmdale, California. Okay.
Foco. Where's Foco?
That's Fort Collins, Colorado. That's up in my alley, in my area.
Okay. Shout out Fort Collins, man.
Real talk, real talk. Hey, much love, Goose. It'll on that link, it'll give you a spot to send your link. We'll get you pulled up.
Shout out to Montgomery County, man. I see you.
Real talk, real talk. Uh,
Rockville in the house, DMV we repping. That's what's going on right here.
JMCL, you said
I
a
went-
bunch of rappers were hooping in Denver. We got to tap in. It's been really interesting to see how many like celebrities, rappers, stuff like that been stopping to Colorado for those CU games. It's real interesting to see.
Y'all gotta squeeze them out, man. Dion about to go to the NFL soon.
I know, huh? Real talk. I wouldn't mind if he stayed in Broncos need a new coach too. Yeah.
Man, if he went to the Broncos, well, they just drafted the quarterback, and he gonna go where Shador go. But
True.
shout out to Colorado. That'd be dope.
Hey man, I'm right there with you. This next one right here, this is Mick Myers, Motley Crue. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Wasted all my time getting high as fuck with Motley Crue, yeah, yeah. With Motley Crue, yeah, yeah. With Motley Crue. Wasted all my time getting high as fuck with Motley Crue. Wasted all my time getting high as fuck with Motley Crue, yeah. With Motley Crue, yeah, yeah. With Motley Crue. Wasted all my time getting high as fuck with Motley Crue. I can tell you everything about me, babe, what you gon' do, yeah, yeah. What you gon' do?
Hey, we got you up next, Goose.
What you gon' do? Tryna sitting on the east and our hands will come for you. They make you bleed and cruise your new fucking shoes. If it's not your savior, then just tell me who you running to. Who the fuck you running to? Yeah. Lighter to the sky, like a ghost one, yes, I'm missing you. Way too high with Motley Crue, lower lines and poppin' blues, yeah. With Motley Crue, baby, spit this shit of acid, I'm just tryna trip with you. Close the door and check the glove eyes, won't you tell them what we do? Members only, yeah. So who is you? That boy is a narc, not a nigga, cannot make the crew. I'm just tryna live with you, yeah. Wasted all my time, getting high again with Motley Crue. Jumping to the monster crowd, be raving, I'ma vibe with you. Throw an elbow, lift the chair, I'ma lay this pain on you.
That's funny, James. Shout out my high minute.
Yeah, yeah. With Motley Crue, yeah, yeah. With Motley Crue. Wasted all my time, getting high as fuck with Motley Crue. Wasted all my time, getting high as fuck with Motley Crue. Yeah, with Motley Crue. Yeah.
Hey, wishing you the best, Cal. Oh, stay healthy.
It's 6 a.m. my vision's blue. I can see you or the crew. Oh, what should I do? I think she croaking out the blue. Yeah, yeah. It's done for you. Let the reaper come for you. Oh, what should I do? Stuck in limbo, such a fool. She wanna be a rock star, this is what it come down to. I can't save you, think I might just join you if you die and boo. I can't save you, yeah. I can't tell you, so tell me what you gonna do. Dancing with her hands, Lady Gaga, this is what you do. Oh, it is what you do. It is what you do. Feel like I'm suffocating each time that I look at you. She addicted to me like a bag of motherfucking fancy pills. This is what it come down to. It come down to getting high with Motley Crue. It's what we do. Each time that we link with Motley Crue, we getting high again. Getting high till the sun come up, we gon' die again. Wasted all my time, getting high as fuck with Motley Crue. Yeah, yeah. With Motley Crue. Yeah, yeah. With Motley Crue. Wasted all my time, getting high as fuck with Motley Crue. Wasted all my time, getting high as fuck with Motley Crue.
Man, that was Mick Myers, Motley Crue. Man, I had some mixed thoughts on that one. I felt like it had a cool, like basing it off Motley Crue. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's a title, it's a name that's gonna grab a lot of eyes, right? It's a lot of people who, but it's also gonna put them in a certain kind of expectation, right? You hear Motley Crue, it drives what you're thinking a certain way. To me, I felt like the vocals were just a little bit over processed and under processed at the same time. I felt like they had a real sharp digital edge to them, but then we could also still hear things like mouth noises within the recordings. And so just doing a little bit more editing, I don't even really consider that stuff mixing. I could consider that editing before I even get onto the mix, right? Where I start adjusting the sounds. I want to make sure the recording sounds as clean as possible. Can I, do some crossfades? Can I do some trimming to, get rid of those mouth noises, different things like that? If I need to re-record with a pop filter or whatever it is, make sure I have a suitable recording environment. But then it also, again, I could also see just a heavy digital edge, which I think would sound a lot better if we were able to remove some of that excess air, like if some of those editing things were taken care of. So for me, I think it was a lot on the processing of the vocals, but I thought it was a cool concept of like kind of tying it in with the Motley Crue on the hook. You had a nice melody in there, but I'm curious to see what you thought on this one, Charlie.
There are elements of it I liked as well. I think that you should do some studying on harmonies and background vocals, like your songwriting style. I would kind of tie it to like Travis Scott. But what he does really well with that style is vocal dynamics. Like he's never going to be monotoned vocally. He's going to have harmonies. He's going to have interesting, like the pockets you were in, the background vocals. He's going to have things that just make that section of the record a little bit more engaging, so there's not so much dead space, especially because there's not a lot of instrumentation going on behind it. I also think that I think that you're still finding your voice, like your recording voice. I think that my mentor would always tell me, your voice actually comes from your engineer. Whoever's mixing your record is shaping your voice. Your voice is going to be you plus the engineer plus the equipment. And just keep trying to find your voice, keep working. I think that you're in a refinement stage, and there's things I liked about that record, there's things I think you can improve about that record, or there's things that you could just learn from that record and move on and keep jamming.
No, 100%. Big shout out Mick Myers, Motley Crue. He said that one was just made on his iPad. He's got a laptop now, changed, invested in his equipment a little bit. Love to see that. All right, let's go ahead and get right into this. This is Dirty 3 Goose. Grimace, the official audio. Let's go ahead and get right into this. There you go. I like the cover art.
What it do? Midnight Bandit. And Dirty Goose. Let's go. This one might make them grimace. Dennis the Menace gets reposted with grimace. Someone tell the sailor that Mikey just ate up all his spinach. When we spinning, we get the pulling up with illest intention. Not to mention, we got extensions that reach other dimensions. Stand at attention or get stomped and left stenching. Ain't no flinching, I'm with the natives and we doing the lynching. This ain't fencing, pull out a blade and straight up cut through the tension. Hawking tenant, I get the minute, ain't no faking pretending. Bring it to Dirty Goose, I'll set the record straight. Pull up, homie, drop a body, never second rate. A sin'll make them salivate, they eat it up like dinner plate. I'll feed a fool the shells today, call it Jenny Craig, they losing weight. When I pull up with that ill intent, my fractured mental's evident. Weapons sent from heaven, senses enchanted with the element. Free purpose from that L you sent, on the first swing you change intent. Got a dog nose I can smell who's bent, I'm blessed with that 7 cents. I'm ripping jackers pillaging, looking for that filthy tin. Survival of the fittest when you're on this faithful pilgrimage. Hit your frontal cortex with a drill bit, yes we're digging in.
I like what you're doing with the end of these bars.
So I'm taking skin.
With your vocal, the way you're letting them drag out.
Maybe they should call me Robocop. Where we headed to the top, phaser hit you turn to draw. Now you're smoking cause it's hot, my mouthpiece like a muzzle shot. Wordplay prone to burn you like no rubber with a local thought. Came up with a bar that we can't seal in a locker. I'm 1,000 cc's of epinephrine, call me the shocker. Came up like a mobster, blessed with the brain of a doctor. When ACG moving in, then it's get to the chopper. I hear a beating in my brain it goes bonkers. It's just a bad hair day, so we call it and conquer. I'm a monster, it's just me shooting from my hip as I saunter. This 40's daughter, I just wanted to show off and flaunt her. Rip a cousin Ricochet, they really wanna hit today. Really, this is children's play, cause I came up out here gripping K. I'll always be the realest Ray, like that Reggie Miller fade away. I fit it quick like molding clay, then put it all on display. You know your boy tends to move with precision, while y'all will smoke out the sun just to reduce my vision. I'm well arisen, plus I'm known to get it poppin' like fission. I'll take the whole house like gas leaks in the kitchen. I'm on a mission, do it so big that it breaks out the stitching. Long way from pitching, cast out, and I ain't talking about fishing. Keep what I'm dishing, yeah, you see I'm pushing for more position. I'm out here killing, cause I come up from desperate beginnings.
Man.
Justus, can I speak on this one first?
Yeah, go for it, man. That was Dirty Goose, honestly, now that I see it. Dirty Goose, man. Grimace.
So this was a very interesting one to me. It sounded like if you took Absol, if you took Del the Funky Homo Sapien, but they were from like Memphis. It was a very interesting record. I could tell that you're like a rapper by how you was doing your multiple syllable rhyme scheme, and your references. I feel like you're closer to my age. I enjoyed that. I think that the mix can be better. I think that the production can be more dynamic, but I think that you have a big personality. You vocally know what you're trying to achieve. You've got bars for real. You've got flow for real, and you understand rhyme scheme. You had a really interesting vocal delivery based on where you was leaving your bars at. I was engaged. I think that just with a few more like technical things, it would improve the record. But I could tell that you displayed a level of skill that lets me know that you know what you're doing. So I enjoyed the record.
No, man, I agree with you completely. And for me, I think I liked so much of the flow. There was a couple parts that was more obvious when I was like, oh, wait, like, I'm not just smoothly following along with this now. Like, I'm actually thinking about it now versus the majority of the song I was just rocking with you, flowing along with you. I know there was a part around like a minute 10 where it sounded like there was just some extra syllables in the flow, where if you maybe were able to take a couple syllables out of each bar, it's just going to smooth a little bit more, it's going to flow a little bit more smoothly. And then I also felt that around, let's see, this spot where you, just to reduce my, like it felt like you tried to like force an extra word in there, where you could have probably just like, instead of just to reduce my vision, just like reducing my vision, just if you could take a syllable out, just reword it slightly, I think you'll be able to keep those flows smooth all the way through. Because at your strongest, those flows were real strong. But there was a couple parts where it just felt clunky. And then I'm trying to, it might have been this Reggie Miller fade where you could hear the missed timing in the vocal, like you could hear just the vocals didn't align in timing properly. Just take the extra minute and re-record that. You know what I'm saying? Just not the whole verse or what, just that one part. That Reggie Miller, make sure that you have that double lined up, that vocal lined up, so that it's all on proper timing. Because let's say the song goes out to 10 million people, it does really well, it's a huge hit. As you keep hearing it back, are you gonna be like, man, I really should have just re-recorded that? Like that would have taken me 2 minutes to re-record. Or are you gonna be like, that's no big, like just consider with yourself, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
This was Dirty Goose, right?
Dirty Goose, yes, sir. I was
Okay.
really enjoying that one. I hope we get to hear more of
Also,
him.
bro, and I'm gonna be talking to y'all based on what y'all say to our responses, but I'm gonna say this to you, but I'm saying this to everybody. He said that was a chill record. I will come back with something to get y'all hype.
Hey, bet.
I want y'all to remember something. We're a group of people vibing and sharing our musics. Music is like a drug. Some people like cocaine, some people like LSD, some people want to get drunk. Don't feel like because you in a room with people who like an upper that you always got to match that. Because I'm always down for some chill shit. You know what I mean? So,
I like that
and I'm not
analogy.
critiquing nothing, but just don't ever feel like you have to when I would bring my music into the chat, I have a much more of a traditional lyricist approach to music. And a lot of people were on a lot of new wave stuff. And one thing I wanted to make sure is I'm never trying to adapt where I'm at because I'm coming as me because I decided who I was on purpose. And people can feel that way about it, and I can get data, but I don't got to adapt to it. You know what I mean? So, I'm not saying that's what you were saying. I just thought it was a teachable moment. Like, don't come into these rooms trying to prove something based on what you see other people doing. Bring you. We want to hear you. I like a lot of different kind of shit. I listen from everything from trap to like fucking big band Broadway shit. You know what I'm saying? And today music palettes are a lot wider than they used to be. So I hope that nobody ever comes to here feels like they have to, assimilate to a certain vibe, man. Bring who you are, man. It's all love at all times.
No worries, Dirty. Appreciate you sharing your music before you clock out, or before you got to go clock in. Have a good shift.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead, be responsible.
Nah, man, I feel you, Charlie. Like you said, it's really important to be true to yourself and to know who you are. Know thyself and act accordingly. But yeah, so I agree with that completely. I also think there's something to be said though for reading the room. Hey, if I know I could come in here and this song will dominate, but I'm just kind of feeling like this. There's nothing wrong with feeling like this and sharing that track, but not being afraid to enter that crowd and really, take over when you have that opportunity. If you only got one song in the night, feeling out the vibe, I can see it either way. But I love what you said just about maintaining that being yourself, right? Because hey, even if a lot of us come together week to week and share our thoughts on these live streams and stuff like that, it's okay if we disagree. It's okay if we have different perspectives. It's okay if maybe Iodine loves EDM music and maybe Cal loves hyperpop music. It's okay for people to have different preferences and stuff like that. So I love that you brought that up because that those varieties, those differences, I feel like is what adds that spice to the recipes.
Exactly. Don't bring too much mac and cheese to the potluck, man. If everybody bringing mac and cheese, I don't want to eat no more mac and cheese. Somebody bring some sweet potatoes. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. Hey, man, shout out that dude, Crizzle. Appreciate you. Welcome to the community, man. Thank you for the follow. This next song right here, this is Pino with Numb Pain. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Come on. Yeah, man. I love the warning too. Got to keep yourself safe. We all seen what's been going on with Thug. Yeah, man. So for me, I thought this one was I liked how you had the hook to it, you had the verse. I thought this, Charlie, was kind of a good example of what you were talking about, more of especially from the producer side of things.
And people care. You know what I'm saying? It's just finding that level of, okay, why? There's a million songs about a million things. Why this song? And this is for everyone in the chat too, but I'm specifically saying it to Pino. Just keep finding that compelling, because everyone has to find what is compelling about them. Some people, it's their visual. Some people, it's their art direction. Some people, it's their production style. Some people, it's their genre blending. Some people, it's their vocal delivery. Some people, it's their songwriting style. Some people, it's their arrangements. But find what's compelling to you about you. Like, what makes you buy into you, not what makes you think you're good, what makes you buy into you. I encourage you to find that.
I agree with that a ton, Charlie. I think that was well phrased, and I agree with Teo too, man. He said, I like this reviewer. He cool as frick. Big shouts out to Charlie from the Couny. All right. This is Lawless Playa, How ? Unmixed and unmastered. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get right into this.
Supposed to let you go. Yeah, how am I supposed to let you leave?
I like how y'all been coming right off the rip tonight.
Let you know. Yeah, I love you, you ain't what I need. All I ever wanted was your love.
Lala said, it's for me, it's my emotions, but
and focus on that and build on that.
So how am I supposed to let you go? How am I supposed to let you leave? How am I supposed to let you know? Yeah, I love you, you ain't what I need. Lately, all I really need is love, Lately, all you're giving me is nothing. Tripping on your Looking into me is disgusting. Cause all I ever wanted was some love, ayy. Tripping on it like it was a drug, ayy. Told you I'm cold-hearted, I'm a thug, ayy. I gave you my all, it ain't enough, ayy. It ain't enough, ayy. I think that I could give you the word and you would still treat it like nothing. Saw the galaxy when I looked in your eye, ain't even fronted. I've been trying to gather myself, I think Cupid out here hunting. I've been shot a couple times, if I'm just keeping it 100, let you go. How am I supposed to let you leave? How am I supposed to let you know? Yeah, I love you, you ain't what I need. How am I supposed to let you go?
Hey, I love how you're sharing that specific criticism, Crizzle.
How am I supposed to let you know? Yeah, I love you, you ain't what I need. Lately, all I really need is love, but lately, all you're giving me is nothing. Tripping on your love like it's a substance. Looking into me, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I ain't gonna lie, but I think I might need me some time. I've been writing down my feelings as I'm writing down these rhymes. That's why they sound well constructed, they've been stuck inside my mind. I think I should play my music anytime I'm trying to vibe. That's what I mean, I've had a couple of dreams, nightmares I take for the team. Don't see a gleam, I know it ain't how it seems, but lately been trying to be me. Paying a fee, man, cause we couldn't agree. I know I ain't what you need, let me be. Okay, I said wishing you ain't let me free. Supposed to let you know, how am I supposed to let you leave? How am I supposed to let you know? Yeah, I love you, you ain't what I need.
Man, that was How, unmixed and unmastered. So unmixed and unmastered speaks for itself, right? So I would love to hear that one get get a full mix, get a full master. I think it has a lot of potential in the writing. You had this part right here on the middle. I forgot exactly what you said leading up to it, but it's like I see inside her eye, I see the galaxy. That's that kind of thing where it's like, oh damn, bro, that's that line, that thing that'll draw you back. It also, but I couldn't tell if it was on the recording or if it just needs to be mixed and mastered. Part of me felt like there was like a buzz or and Iodine, by the way, appreciate that feedback earlier. Part of me felt like there was a buzz or something like that in the recording. So first and foremost, I'd say make sure you get a clean, solid, professional recording for this song. Because I do think it has potential. But then second, I would say again, make sure you get it mixed and mastered, because potentially even just cleaning up that mix and master could do what I'm talking about. But then just don't get lazy. Around here at the end, it felt like you got a little bit like you were just excited to finish and share the song and be ready to share other people. Just make sure you finish out that song. You don't get lazy. You all the way to the ending. You know what I'm saying? And I know this is still a work in progress. So I understand if you're like, oh shoot, this was uploaded 32 minutes ago. You're like, let me just get this out for the stream real quick. I totally understand, but that would just be kind of my base feedback, for unmixed, unmastered track.
No, that's real. I like the record. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't know if I like the record, but I like the song. I
think that's
think
fair.
that you might
Supposed to
you
let
might
you
have
go.
My bad.
you might have wrote a song. You might have wrote a song that you weren't vocally ready to deliver. And I don't mean like your voice can't execute it, but I mean in melodic records, a lot of people use basic melodies, but they also have engineers who can fill in the gaps. And it's not just your mixing engineer, it's if your engineer has music and vocal theory knowledge enough to get you to execute what you're trying, or they notice that you're trying to execute. And it's like Justus said, I don't know if you had a flawed recording like vocal production strategy, or it's just unmixed. So it's hard for me to critique that, but I would say that however you feel like is the best way to solve the issue of making sure that your vocal delivery is the best it can be, double down on that, take your time with that, don't cut corners on that. I think you have a good record. I think especially because how dynamic the production was, it was almost like I didn't expect the drums to go where they went, and I really enjoyed that. So don't waste a good song on trying to get it done too quickly. from a
Facts.
recording standpoint. And
Facts.
that's advice to everybody. If you write a song that you're like, yo, this shit hard, recording a great song is harder than recording a bad song. I promise you that. You know what I mean? Because if it's good as a written song, you got to make sure it sounds good as a final product. And sometimes that requires you measuring once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even 3 or 4 times. Maybe getting additional opinions in the room, in the mixing session, just for you to get it through the finish line. So I just encourage you to measure more times before you just say, hey, I'm just going to traditionally get this mixed and it's done. You might have to take your time on this one. I like it.
No, I agree with that completely. Big shouts out to Lawless Playa, How. Uh, and if you want to submit your music, just type !submit. It'll bring you to this link right here. This is gonna send you to our Twitch or our Discord submissions link. You'll be able to send your Spotify, SoundCloud, or YouTube link in there really easily. And then just type your artist name in the chat once you've done that, so that we can. Big shouts out to our mod M. She's running our wheel spinner. She'll get you added to our wheel. Everyone has a fair chance to get heard. Subs are 2 times as likely to get picked. All right, let's see. We got both. You might be up next, Teo. Let's go ahead and go see your submission came in. Yes, sir. We got Teo, and then we got Say. Yeah, big shouts out to HLS. I saw a bunch of people showing love to HLS. I love when this community shows love to each other. You know what I'm saying? Lot of great artists in HLS. It's cool that y'all recognizing them. Teo, I don't know if I'm ready for this one based off the title. I'm gonna be real. But all right. We can go ahead and get into this. This is both Pray, produced by Different Money. Let's go ahead and get right into this. What up, Zardier? Good to see you. And I'm loving these pianos you're bringing in today.
Life is how you make it on, bro. Come on. BTA, what niggas gon' get? Don't forget ping these sweets. Low key, fuck it, I been on time. First nigga that play, I be in the county this week. Wanna get money, hell yeah, I'ma bobby that track. But my niggas tryna strike out the G. Tryna beat on the block, to the shit just like Mike Jack. Last thing to hear, her nigga heat. It could be negative numbers outside, but no when I come out, I'm bringing the heat. Just know if you reach the IT, better listen to perk, gotta keep your glee in reach. Last nigga got crashed 3 perk. No, I heard was it's Saturday nigga couldn't see. So you murder, you going to hell, but everybody seeing it, just believe. Come on, he tried to run from the scene, but he couldn't get away, could he crop his teeth. Like, yeah, 20 throwback year, shit left me hurt, so I'm pulling half in the lean. They claiming that they on the search, but I'm putting in work like nigga, what the fuck you mean? That switch sound like a burst, eat like dessert. You ain't never seen blood in the league. I've been praying, I ain't been in church. Yeah, hella dirt that I need God for me. Can't lie shit, I been gassed, I ran that back. Don't swear you rock with me. He go up, we on his ass. Don't give him no pass, yeah, he astrology. Now y'all starting to sound like drag. You call me trash, then fuck unfollow me. Yeah, my bitch, she stupid bad. Just get a half, she can't get all of me. No, for real. All praise go to God, man. Wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him, for real. Always make sure you pray. Come on. Tryna leave his phone at home, his dumbass hat got hit and he had crash. Hop in, popped out like gopher. Boy got dirt, you say I dropped that bag. Bump stops on all the chops, I bail out whip. I'm in slow-mo, bumping it fast. It's a brand new Stolo. Trap on the ass like stop, hell no, I ain't stopping this yet. I've been praying to God, I ain't talk to the God. In this moment of life, gotta focus on cash. Run to the crib and she pop ass, cause we go out, I'll pop that check. He tried to flee and drop this hat. He damn near D1 running back. We seen each other, I'll buck off real. I bet you ain't no bucking back. Ain't no turning back. 10 toes in the field, nigga. Like a running back.
That was both Pray, produced Different Money. I'm gonna touch a little bit more on the mixing side on this one. It felt like your vocals were super. It kind of felt out of place at first, but then I realized it was just because it was like the piano was being played, at -10 decibels, and your vocal came in at like -3 decibels, right? It was just this big gap. So I think your vocal would have fit well on the piano if some of the excess air was pulled out of the background, as well as so right here, look, this is a great representation. On this piano, we can hear the full spectrum of the instrument, right? we can hear the different frequencies, we can hear the full range. Once your vocal comes in,
Better listen to prayer, gotta keep your glee and
there's that distortion, there's that fuzz, right? It kind of sounds like, hey, we're only getting a part of your vocal, we're not getting to hear the whole thing. And that's just because right here what's happening is the audio signal is getting limited, it's getting cut off. And so it's collecting as much of the audio signal as it can, but then it has to there's no more room for any more. So it can't deliver any more signal. Um a really easy way to fix that as an artist, that, in the recording phase, if you're, doing your own mixing, if you're an, engineer working for other people, just lower the gain on that vocal. It's already gonna create a ton of headroom. But you could also do things like an EQ, which is gonna free up a lot of headroom. Do subtractive EQ to remove some unwanted frequencies, take some of the excess air out of the vocal, excess noises, background noises, room noises, things like that. Um, but yeah, man, to me, like, I like the way a lot of your flows were sounding and stuff like that. It was just that mix was so differentiated that to me it created kind of a I did like the way Iodine said it, where he's like, hey man, it's like you just taped your vocals on top of the beat. And so if you just are able to bring those vocals down a little bit more and blend them into that piano a little bit more smoothly, and there's kicks and 808s and everything in there. Um, I think that's just gonna make it sound a lot more smooth, a lot more cohesive as a project. How about you, Charlie? Did you have any thoughts on that one?
So for me, it sounded like you were a better writer than recording artist while listening to this.
Real
When I
quick,
first,
two different skills. If you don't think of those as two different skills, make sure you're practicing those separately. I love that you brought that up. Sorry, Charlie. I hate to interrupt.
it sounded like you was punching in a lot and but doing it a slightly off time. I could be completely uh, uninformed and wrong about your approach, but for me, it was like when I started listening to the words, I liked it more. But when I was listening from a macro standpoint, it was hard to get into because it was like rhythm wasn't there. It was for the I liked the beat and I didn't dislike your rapping cadence, but the mesh between how you delivered it and how it sounded to me was just like I couldn't even nod my head to it. And when I was dissecting it from piece to piece, I was like, well, you're not really writing poorly. You know what I mean? Your flow isn't bad. I just think that your recording strategy to getting that done, and maybe that's how you wrote it and that's how it had to be, and it's a taste thing for me. But to me, it felt like I couldn't even bob my head to it. Like I said, and that was my problem with it the most out of everything. Because I didn't dislike how you was rapping lyrically. I didn't dislike the beat. For me, it was really just like I can't find how to physically interact with this record. You know what I'm saying? And then there was just a level of your vocals sounded cluttered. Like they sounded like if your room was clean, but it was junky. You know what I'm saying? Like your room's not a mess, but everything doesn't have a place. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that you have talent. I could hear that. And I do think that you have an interesting approach. And maybe there are people who will appreciate that style of recording or that style of record more than me. All I can do is just try to be a piece of value to you. And if that perspective wasn't valuable because that's a style of music that people enjoy more than I, then take it with a grain of salt because I don't want to steer anyone off their path of what's working for them. That was just my opinion.
No, I feel that for sure, and I think a lot of it is just the refining, the editing. Um, I think it was ASAP Rocky who said something that really stuck with me, where he said 90% of professional creativity is editing. He's like, you have to have a great idea. Like it has to start from that great source, right? But then to be able to really trim it down and make sure that it's just greatness remaining. You get off you trim off all the fat, you trim off all the, hey, that's a good idea, and make sure that it's just left with greatness. Um, like you said, I felt like there was a lot of good ideas here. Just trimming them down, bringing it back into the edit. Even Lil Wayne might try, like when he's freestyling different punch-ins, he might have a good bar. He's like, oh, that was cool, that was clever, and just go back and re-record it again. You know, like take the best and leave the rest. Don't be afraid to, to take something great, trim what's not working off of it and try again. But yeah, man, that was Bofa Pray, produced by Different Money. Appreciate you for sharing. This next one right here, we got Zardier, No Help, produced by Ocho. Man, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Yeah, shout out to the cover art.
I've been running shit too long, little bitch, I'm out of breath. All that nigga do is kill a pussy, kill yourself. And my pockets filled with regular, I ain't need no help. Smoke good ranks, nigga, I'm in YSL. I ain't got no plug, pussy, I supply myself. I can't show love, bitch, go ahead and fuck yourself. All my bitches bad as fuck, yeah, my hoes top shelf. Put them all in my club. This little bitch just tell me that she love me, bitch, I don't care. Playboy just like you, hell, Paolo's got a few, yeah. Still rockin' trues, yeah. My pockets filled with blues, yeah. Paolo's got a few, yeah. Take it out and shoot. I be posted with my troops, yeah. We gon' put you on the news, yeah. 5-5, we gon' spin that Glock out on CNN like Wi-Fi. Connect find out where he hide out and take his shit. That mask on, then hit that brand new pack and I flip it quick. Nobody do it by myself. I've been running shit too long, little bitch, I'm out of breath. All that nigga do is kill a pussy, kill yourself. And my pockets filled with regular, I ain't need no help. Smoke good ranks, nigga, I'm in YSL. I ain't got no plug, pussy, I supply myself. I can't show love, bitch, go ahead and fuck yourself.
Hey man, big shouts out to, I think that's Iodine running those polls. Should we add this to our playlist? You guys let us know. You guys can vote in the chat. That was Zardier, No Help. Man, JMC, I'm missing you on this one. I'm not gonna lie. I love hearing your thoughts on Zardier songs. Because I know you see the vision. You know what I'm saying? You understand where he's coming from a lot. For myself, I thought, because I didn't think twice of the beat until you pointed it out on that one, and then I was like, all right, that beat's kind of interesting. To me, again, I felt like there was just some like excess air in your vocals, Zardier, where it's like, hey, if it's it felt like it was you, some space, and then the beat. If it just kind of felt like it was you and the beat, I feel like that would make this one hit just a little bit harder. And I think EQ could be a super powerful tool for that, or multi-band compressor would be great as well. But yeah, man, Zardier, I thought there was like, it's interesting with me because I don't always like think back to the lyrics until like I've heard the song a few times and it's like, damn, he slid that by me this whole time. But it's your flows that get caught in my head that just get catchy with me, where it's like the next day I'll just find myself dancing. I'm like, shit, I have to go run that back now. But nah, man, appreciate you for sharing that one, Zardier. That was No Help, produced by Ocho. Cover art's wild on this one too.
I was vibing with that one. I think that the hook was a little bit stronger than the verse for me, just in terms of the timing of it. Not even the writing of it, just like specifically the timing of where all the lines sat. I really like the I don't need a plug, pussy, I supply myself line. That stood out to me. I fuck with that bar heavy. I like the melody, the hook. I like the record. I like the beat. Just for me personally, I think that verse could have just been a little bit cleaner, but I like the record.
Nah, real talk. Hey, what up, Coda Cam? Welcome to the community. Appreciate you for sharing, Zardier. That was No Help. The cover art keeps getting me. Every time I look at it, I laugh again. All right, this one right here. This is Ruckus by Teo the Dan. Man, let's go ahead and get right into this. Just type your artist name, Coda, in the chat, and then type ! submit. It'll give you a link to our Discord. This is Ruckus, Teo the Dan. Let's go and get right into it.
Look, yo. Oh
you say you love her lots? Now me too. We talk now, I'm all up in the box, dog. Ooh. With the type of flows, make your chick single. Hanging in the club with 3 hoes like Chris Kringle. Swimming in cash, looking at you from across the ocean. No one saw you drop, you Isaac Newton with that loss of motion. The job is chosen, this my tutelage and mutilation. Nothing comical, a bad hospital, I'm losing patience. But who gon' make it? See a chance, homie, you gon' take it. Tell me that I gotta die, who gon' fake it? Cause I bring the ruckus, I ain't talking about that racist. With a lazy eye, greatest if that title isn't faceless. Then
That's where I thought you were going with this one.
Waist fitted like a ballroom gown, and a volume down, and I'm still getting all you clowns. What I'm supposed to call you now? Funny guys really gone to town in the USA. We're red and blue, got you white as a ghost. And the next homie you test might be hiding the toast.
I like that. USA, red and blue, white. That's cool.
You never even tried drugs, but you higher than most. No, because they put your likeness in a sight in the scope. And somebody was paying killers like a Vicodin dose. And all these fake dudes writing words of worship on their worships. And I know that it ain't nothing till the purse is what you forfeit. I really lose my shit, you'll get the worst of my endorphins. Little homie think he cold, I'm the first to try and scorch him.
And listen, monsieur, next time I may test you without warning. So pay attention at all times.
It's important.
Yes, monsieur.
Yo, pay attention, stupid.
Yo, this throwback in the music is wild. At the piano.
Now the album rated a 10, dog, play it again. Hey, shawty, I highly doubt that we be greater as friends. Guess God made her pretend, now I'm making a band. A little high school brother with the greatest depends. Y'all staying in the playpen shit, making a friend. Don't let me catch another expert hating again. You know I ain't making amends, yo, I'm taking his head, his tail. Really messing with me.
I'm not gonna lie, Teo. I thought this one was going to Uncle Ruckus when I seen the title. I thought that was the approach he was taking.
He had the bar about it.
He had the bar about it. No, I thought he was
Sometimes that's all you need.
That's real. That's real. I thought he was just gonna say some outlandish shit, knowing Teo. He was spitting though. What'd you think on that one?
You know, I really liked it. He sounds like somebody who has an above average skill set for their age. I think JMCL said he's 17.
Yep.
Which would mean, you know, like Earl Sweatshirt was 17, 16. He just had this level of, oh, most people aren't that good at that age. I think the mix can be better. I think that maybe even the mic can be better. But I mean, the beat selection, the style, it's very traditionalist, kind of more up my alley of writing approach. I really liked it. I really think that you're talented. I really think that you should. I think that you should pay attention to all the details of what it takes to be a great rapper, because I think that you have all the fundamental skills it takes to be great. And if you work your ass off, you could probably be better than you think you can be. Unless you're a nigga who think you can just be the greatest nigga ever, because then you could probably just be the greatest nigga ever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I like that. I like you. I never heard you before, so I was impressed.
Nah, real talk. Teo's cool, man. He's got some really, like you said, I don't know anyone else who's 17 writing like that. You know, he's got them kind of bars. He's self-produced too. I have a feeling he, you know, flipped that sample himself.
Oh man, you hold on. Did you make that beat?
You let us know, Teo.
Yeah,
You let us
I'm
know.
sitting here thinking that I'll go back into. If you made that beat, that piano loop was crazy. I love the unorthodoxness of it. Like, I'm a big Griselda fan. Oh yeah, you made it. Yeah, like it reminds me of like Blue, of like Griselda, of like, I want to say Madlib, but like, you know, I'm a big sample guy. I fuck with that heavy. If you made the beat too, I'm mad impressed. Whatever you doing, bro, double down on it and like work harder than the niggas around you, and work as hard as the people you look up to. Because I see a great rapper inside of that.
No, that's so.
You know,
real.
I'll be real with you, man. I listened to, what's his name, Corday. Bro, I think you could be better than Corday in a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was impressed. I'll pass the mic now.
Nah, bro, I love what you said. Work harder than the people around you. It's gonna be a lot of people around you. It's gonna be a lot of homies, a lot of people who want to succeed. But if you don't want it more than them, like that talent is eventually gonna, it doesn't last forever, you know what I'm saying? Like being great, everyone's gonna work hard, you know what I'm saying? So if you're not outworking everybody else, they're eventually gonna catch up. And so I just love how you said, hey, just because you might be winning right now compared to people right next to you, keep outworking them. Don't let them be your barometer. Look up to the people. Who do you want to be peers with? Like, who are the people you look up to? Work like they work. Because it's going to be people who are with you now that might not be with you in 2 years. And so if you let them determine your work ethic, you know, that's a recipe for disaster right there. I love that. Yeah, man. Big shouts out to you, Teo. I thought that one was fire. I loved that sample. You brought it way back with that one, with that sample flip. And then, yeah, I mean, just making sure you hit your recordings right, your timing. You know, if you need to re-record anything, you do that. But yeah, I mean, you know, this was a quick mix, so make sure you lock in the mix. Don't skip that process just because we love your songwriting, we love your bars and whatnot. But yeah, man, I appreciate you for sharing this one. Keep up the great work. Stay focused. Keep your head straight. Shout out Taylor to Dan. All right, this is Watch Your Tone, HLS. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
Yo, I don't know who the fuck you think you talking to like that, for real? Can't be me. Especially after the shit I just found out. The way that you moving and shit. Dirty as fuck. But you better watch your motherfucking tone. Cause I ain't the one. Nah. I'm really not. I mean, I'm hearing all your fucking excuses and shit, but I mean, like, come on, man. It is what it is. Like, what the fuck can you say to me right now? You're just talking for real.
And you will go on and on, as if never in the wrong. That's why I wrote the song, as if they right or wrong. I'm tired of the fights, and I'm tired of your lies. Trouble sleeping at night, girl, get out my bed. Why you say that you're mine, when you got all these lies? Blow your phone every night, girl, get out my bed. You don't say that I'm tripping, when it's you that be tripping. When you moving so different, don't be switching lanes. At first you had my heart skipping, but now it ain't beating. No girl, we can't kick it, heard you moan his name. Don't tell me that you really, really love me. Love me when you put them lame niggas above me. When you know damn well that they can't touch me or touch you like I. Don't tell me that you really, really love me. Love me when you put them lame niggas above me. You know damn well that they can't touch me or touch you like I.
You wasn't in the gym with me, shorty, watch your tone. Chances getting slim, you moving shady, I went through your phone. Fuck all your excuses, what you mean the kid's a toss up? I'm glad I caught your ass, now I'm leaving, time to boss up. I can't hear you, chasing these decimals, lawyer, that's why I treat you special. Damn, what a mistake, turns out you more like the rest. Fuck you, girl, you like class, no woman, no cry. She ain't like class, we foot you from love, but I get my peace with above. So please, shorty, don't you try hitting my phone, cause now you just some hits in my notes. I'm an Aries, should've known I'm the GOAT. Oh, well, Mary had a big land, but lost it. When you hear this shit, I hope your ears feel accosted. Fuck you, bitch, ain't for the streets, you a highway. Capping as Capricorn, the sounds were right in my face. I need your memories to fade quick. Amnesia made me sick, parasitic love, now who gon' feed ya?
Don't tell me that you really, really love me. Love me when you put them lame niggas above me. When you know damn well that they can't touch me or touch you like I. Don't tell me that you really, really love me. Love me when you put them lame niggas above me. You know damn well that they can't touch me or touch you like I. Don't tell me that you really, really love me. Love me when you put them lame niggas above me.
All right, Dan, we having a studio session on Monday.
That they can touch me or touch you like I. Tell me that you really, really love me. Love me when you put them lame niggas above me. You know damn well that they can touch me or touch you like I.
Love me, or maybe you just wanna fight me and use my money. These bitches claiming that they love me, they really funny. Think you the one, please better get off me. I see you're ugly, loud, don't talk, please feel like we against the wall. Hands behind your back, gon' get you talking like you want it up. On the crap before you fall, made a catch and switch the cars, switch the names and play places without it, you be thought.
thought you fucking up. Oh, now you fucked it up. Used to think our connection was more than real as raw. The only thing you fucking raw. Better see material up your sleeves, cause you rolled them up. It's more than just popular. This makes me your popular. Don't let me know Chrissy fake, bitch, cause you that wrong. Don't know what she that pump. Love attention, and all these niggas could get stepped on.
Don't tell me that you really, really love me. Love me. When you put them late niggas above me. When you know damn well that they can't touch me or touch you like I do. Tell me that you really, really love me. Love me. When you put them late niggas above me. When you know damn well that they can't touch me or touch you like I do. Don't tell me that you really, really love me. Love me. When you put them late niggas above me. When you know damn well that they can't touch me or touch you like I do. Tell me that you really, really love me. Love me. When you put them late niggas above me. You know damn well that they can't touch me or touch you like I do. And you will go on and on. I say I've never been the wrong. That's why I wrote the song. I say if they right or wrong.
Man, that was Watch Your Tone, HLS. Michael J, he was on the chorus. He also mixed that one. He said, hey man, I'm gonna be remixing that one. That was just a quick mix. I mixed that like a year ago. Learned some things. We're gonna apply them, you know. So I saw that comment, you know, so I'll throw that out there, man. But I really liked I love how you guys bring back, we heard it earlier with Antisocial, right? But like those 3-verse songs, right? Where we got to hear Michael J, we got to hear Blackstar, we got to hear Psy. Everyone get their own pie, their own like piece of the pie. I feel like we're not getting as many of those songs as we used to in, you know, like the 2000s, right? And part of that is because you guys work as a group, right? You look back at some of those older pop songs, oftentimes they'd have multiple writers on the song. It's hard to write 3 great verses and a great hook, you know, consistently. So I appreciate you guys working together, collaborating, and then just like using the strengths that collaboration process brings, you know, and brings out of that. Biggest thing, I know you're gonna retouch the mix, but for like Blackstar, I'd encourage you just to back off some of the um extra elements, some of the extra ear candy on this one. To me, I felt like it might be better for him just to be a little bit more like kind of, you know, vocal in the spotlight, and then once it comes back with the chorus, we can bring back some of those more ear candy elements. Um, you know, still keep the layering and everything like that in there, but I feel like some of the maybe more robotic sounds could be taken off of his verse. But yeah, man, HLS, Watch Your Tone. I appreciate you guys for sharing that one.
Okay, so give me some clarification.
Yeah,
HLS is a group. Is a group.
HLS is a group. Michael J was on the chorus. He also mixes for them. Blackstar was on the first verse, and then Psy is she was on the, I want to say the second or third. Choose that part right here.
Okay, you know, it's interesting. There's so much vocal. I mean, a lot of people just have a lot of different vocal delivery. So I didn't know if that was just one person with a lot of different vocal styles.
100%.
One part of me feels like vocally the song can be a little bit better. That's really my only critique because the math, like the momentum of the song was really good. The writing was really good. The melody was really good. Timing is really good. You guys understood what part of the beat to start transitioning into different sections of the record. You really arranged it similar to like late 2000s to mid 2010s radio music. Like so you understand sequencing and arrangement. Um there are some vocals, and maybe it's a mixing thing, that I just felt like could be slightly better delivered. And I really only say that because y'all wrote such a strong song that that I'm just trying to help make it better. Um it was also kind of long for me with that style of music. That's just me personally, and I know that because it's a group, getting everybody's shit off kind of makes it harder to come around. I really like the song. For me though, based on like a radio R&B rap, a little bit pop record, it's a little long. You know those kind of records, usually they're shorter based on like one, attention span, two, like playlist duration, three, like radio time slots, like, and then those things calibrate how long people's attention is built to listen to a certain style of music. Like the style of music is built to be shorter, not just like is the song good enough to be long or not, but it's like the style of music it lends itself to like a 3 minutes and 25-second song. Once you get past 4 minutes, you're pushing that style of record. To me, that's my opinion based off my knowledge. But I like the song. I like the song. I think y'all wrote a great song. Actually a greatly written song.
No, I think that's fair. Because I think about there's two songs that are I know like that I love. Or I guess three of them that are over 10 minutes. One of them is Sing About Me, I'm Dying
Pyramids.
of Thirst with Pyramids. That's another great. There's a bunch of great examples, right? Where it's a great song, but I'm glad that's not how every song in your catalog is. Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, Oldie by Odd Future. There's also I'm spacing the name. Flatbush Zombies on 3001, A New Odyssey. It's the final song, man. I can't think of it. It's like 8 minutes, and then they have like 5 minutes of skits and stuff like that. But I love those songs individually. But like you said, they're not on my playlists, and they're not. I don't listen to those songs every day. When I go
And they're artsy songs.
and they're artsy songs. They're specific songs. But like you said, I don't want to listen to 10 minutes of oldie in the middle of my playlist. That throws off the vibe. I want to go specifically search this song and enjoy it all the way through. But I appreciate how you're bringing up these different nuances of music consumption and consumption patterns. But big
Yeah,
shouts out to HLO. Oh, go ahead.
24-hour deli says some real shit. It's really just about what's your goal. You know what I mean? The more niche your song is, the more fuck you're not allowed to give. Like, if you're doing something that's completely specifically not supposed to be in a box, fuck it. Do whatever you want. I make music like that too. But when you're making a song that's created to be in a box, you have to play by the box's rules. And if this song and I misinterpreted it is not meant for that, because it sounds like a radio record. You know what I mean? It sounds like it fits radio format record. It sounds like y'all picked a beat, y'all wrote in a dynamic. So I don't want anyone to think that like you have to play by rules, but know the rules you're playing. When Tyler makes a song like Noid, it's because his brand is I don't give a fuck. And Noid is not arranged like Falling in Love, because Falling in Love is arranged like this is my radio song. Like there's a lot of math that goes into how people approach the music.
Thanks.
And the more underground, the less math matters, because we're not listening for math. We're listening for creativity. But if it's a more of a formulaic record, math is more important than anything else. I don't want to talk your ear off.
That's why
I just-
you'll see a lot of 8s and 16s, like specifically 8 bars and 16s when there's a lot of people on a song or on longer songs.
Or 12s.
Or 12, like
For
you
real,
said,
for real.
is very 12s with like a bridge or something leading into that hook for sure. Like you said, music's very mathematical, especially pop music. It's very like it's hard to explain it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm right there with you. Um,
Oh, they said the show. Hold on, real quick.
yeah.
I would I would perfect like what Justice said. If it says they said we struggle with that, especially as a group, because we write dope verses. Perfect writing ill ass 8-bar verses. Oh my gosh, what is this group's name? There's this group. They're like the dopest hip hop group out right now. What the fuck is their name? I'm dropping the whole ball because they're so hard. They're like if you were to take like the idea of a doo-wop group, but make them like New York rappers, right? Though, but you have to find your timing. You have to figure out if there's a lot of us, how do we bob and weave and keep that interesting in that style of record. So just it's a chemistry thing. Being a group, there's a lot of things place people to study. You could be like Griselda, you could be like what TDE was, you could be like Brockhampton, you could be like what Odd Future was, you could be like the Migos. You can, what I mean, just find someone who you feel like fits your structure style. I'm done. I'm sorry.
No, I agree with that completely. Black Eyed Peas, another cool example. You're like just looking at different variations. Appreciate you, Malice Joe, for the follow. And yo, who's winning that Mike Tyson John right now? You let us know. What you thinking,
Yo,
Lux?
I forgot.
What you
Yo,
thinking,
please,
Lux?
I really hope this nigga Mike knock Jake out. Now, okay, real quick. 3 minutes.
Hey, yo.
My philosophy is Mike Tyson has to win because if Mike Tyson loses, no one will ever want to see Mike Tyson fight again. And you can never market a second fight because he gets the wash label. But if you let Mike Tyson win and then Jake Paul can be like, no, fuck him. I want my rematch, then you can milk out 2 fights instead of 1 because from a business standpoint, Mike Tyson losing is bad for business.
You think?
Because then no one ever wants to see him fight again. He's not a valuable chess piece in the boxing world. And if people are watching it like they're gonna think we're watching it, if Mike Tyson loses, we don't ever want to watch him fight again. But if he wins, I'd entertain a rematch. So I just think from a business standpoint, somebody's like Jake Paul, throw the fight, let this nigga beat you, and then we can get 2 fights out this instead of 1, or at least the boxing industry can use this as an advantage. If not, it's just fuck Mike Tyson. He old and washed. Why you fighting?
That's an interesting take. I thought so. I see what you're saying about if Mike Tyson loses to Jake Paul, I ain't really trying to watch him fight Money Mayweather. Like I'm cool on it. But what that does set me up for is if he loses to Jake Paul and he's like, nah, bro, round 2, we doing this for real this time. Like that fight, I'm more interested in.
Because then Jake Paul has to fuck him up. If Mike Tyson wins and they cheated, Jake Paul just got to fuck him up round 2, and Mike Tyson can retire.
Yeah, well, and like you said, to me, how many more fights does he want to do? That's a great business question.
But it's also, what stage of his life is he in? Because he might need the bag. I bet you this is the biggest check he about to get all year.
Well, and that's what I'm like, is him losing then Jake Paul, like, is Jake Paul round 2, like, the rematch, like the revenge, is that the biggest bag he's gonna get the rest of his, like, is that the last big fighting bag he's got? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Maybe.
He is Mike Tyson.
He's legitimately old. It's probably beyond the scope of being a healthy human being to be fighting.
No, I'm like legitimately worried about him. I'm like, I hope he's like okay. And I don't know why Jake Paul would take this fight, bro. You're either beating up an old man or you're getting beat up by an old, like, you're not. There's no winnable situation for him. I'm being real, but
I could tell what type. You saw when Mike slapped him in the face.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, they're selling the shit out this fight.
facts.
Like they're like, oh no, I see what type. This is a play. This is a play. When I saw Mike slap him, I was like, oh no, this is a play. This is just a play.
Not facts. They're getting better at promoting them fights, but all right, man. We'll get back to the music. Appreciate y'all entertaining the Mike Tyson fight with us. Y'all said it starts in like 4 minutes, so we'll see what happens. But y'all report in from the chat, man. Y'all let us know.
They fighting this thing. It's past Mike Tyson's bedtime.
I know. Bro, 8 hours. Bro, ate dinner like 8 hours ago.
They must be in California. I'm on the East Coast.
Oh, I see you. All right.
It's got to be in California.
Thought the Rain with Jug Before I Die. And by the way, Mike Tyson would kick my ass. No, I might call him an old man, but I ain't got it. I ain't tripping. All right.
Mike Tyson's kicking anybody's ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, don't get it twisted, man. I could talk bold from a Twitch stream, but all right. Thought the Rain with Jug Before I Die and G-Way Bands, man. Let's go and get right into it. They fighting in Texas? Okay. Yo, Lil Schlatt, don't get me involved in that. I'm cooling on that.
Yo, food.
Walking through the rich, I see who on my side. Bitch, I'm walking through the rich, I see who on my side. Walking through the rich, I see who on my side. Know my baby hold it down, yeah, she on my fly. When I trapping with my niggas tryna make a pun. Bitch, I'm really tryna see a fun nigga done. Yeah, I'm really tryna see a fun nigga hurt. Hold that, put him in the dirt. Finna make a call, finna call Bert. Big on me for a dog. They big on you for a dog. They big on you for a dog. They big on you for a dog. Now I'm sipping real drink. You sipping that mean green. You sipping that mean toast. That should make your blood rush.
It's a cold name. I'm a spy king. Get it in your brain. Mind blowing like I'm Cobain. You a pop bitch doing cocaine. Plug, I'll take the whole thing. Not your god, then it's real. Niggas wanna take what we on. Red dot, put a beam on. Can't struggle, put my team on. I'm the nigga you can lean on. Nigga, passion, nigga, dream on. Can run, nigga, we put feet on. I got on racks, tell me what you said, nigga. Goods out, what you said, nigga. Spin it block like a fan, nigga. Your baby mama know I'm that man, nigga. Got your bitch in the trash, no resistance, nigga. I just pop like 21 cents, nigga. My name G, we don't get no bands, nigga. Build a vault, now I'm getting my bands, nigga. My blick ain't throwing no hands, nigga. Try to run, I'll get shot in your hand, nigga. I ain't fucking a hoe, that bitch is a fan. Playing my music, don't like how she dance. I'm a real ill player, bitch, give me my band. My bros on them, not sacrificing my man. She asked if I'm off, I'm like, oh, yeah. On the bar, I'm the top of the love, yeah. And the mom don't care what it costs, yeah. This is the life of a boss, yeah. I'm hard done with your toast, yeah. I just fell into my teeth, yeah. So this guy and I got a little word. It's my side. Yeah, nigga, we fucked up. Yeah, nigga, we fucked up. Yeah, I gotta lean good, shit and walk hard. Abuse and dress, sometimes getting hurt. Catch your plays, I'm a blood star. Turn around off, you get fucking sparred. Yeah, nigga, we strapped up. Yeah, nigga, we strapped up.
That was Thought the Rain with Jug Before I Die and G-Way Bands. I'm guessing that was produced by I Love You, Josh. Man, so for myself, it seems like you have a really cool vocal. It's hard to tell with some of these over like where the signal gets clipped. It sounds like you got a pretty good vocal. But there was parts in the song like around here. Like I lost the thread of the song, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really following along. And the mix just compounds that like if you don't have the smoothest thread to follow through your story, through your song, and then there's also a messy mix, it just makes it even harder, you know, it just compounds that, making it hard to follow problem. And so for me, I mean, you know, for a song to be, you know, commercially competitive, just getting that mix locked in, right? Making sure that we bring I think you could lower the volume and the vocal down, or the volume on the beat and the vocal, probably almost in unison, and then just have the same sonic level, you know, the same levels, gain staging, but just a lot further down, right? It's going to create a lot more headroom, create a lot more, you know, just space in that mix. But yeah, man, I appreciate you sharing. I felt like there was some good ideas in there, but with that mix, it was really hard to, you know, really get to the details of the song. But then there was also just in the songwriting it was hard for me to follow some of the threads, you know what I'm saying? So this wasn't my favorite one that we've heard from you. Cool to see Jug Before I Die involved, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would really make sure you kind of organize both the songwriting and the mix on that one. I think that's just gonna, you know, really help transform that song.
You know, just to be honest, I think that that's one of the songs that we as artists make to try to approach making something to improve, to keep the creative energy juices flowing. I personally just don't think that's a very good song at all. And that's not to disrespect you. That's just like, hey, sometimes we try stuff, sometimes we make stuff, and look at making songs like a field goal percentage. Like we're way more like basketball players than like tennis players, right? You might have a 25% field goal percentage. You might have a 10% field goal percentage. You might have a 90% field goal percentage, but no one has a 100% field goal percentage. Everyone from your favorite artists and down has a hard drive full of songs that go into the. I just made that, and it was part of my reps. It was part of my I shoot 100 shots in the gym. So I don't think this was particularly a good shot. I do think that it's another one of the shots that you got to put up in the gym to keep making the sounds you want to find and getting to where you want to be as an artist, and don't take it to heart when one of your songs don't translate, because we as artists got to keep making more of them and finding ourselves in our approach. But I do think that you can learn from your misses just as much as you can learn from your makes.
I think that's a really strong way of putting that, where hey, this wasn't the best shot, but that doesn't mean you should stop shooting. This one isn't going in. Don't waste your money. Don't put money behind it. But don't stop shooting. You can still hit the gym, you know what I'm saying? And also just pointing out that even Steph Curry, the best three-point shooter in the NBA, shoots what, 30%? 40, like 30,
Like
like,
45%.
but you know what I'm saying? 45, you think? I'll have to look at the stats on that one.
But like 42, maybe like 42. He shoots a lot.
He shoots a lot, and he's gotten better over the years, you know what I'm saying? But even he misses more than half of his, field like attempts, you know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid just because you took a shot and it didn't go in. Like, don't let that stop you from shooting, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Okay, Lux, Thought Before the Rain. Appreciate you for sharing that one. That was, sorry, Thought the Rain with Jug Before I Die.
And hold on, before let me say this one thing too real quick. Hey, everybody in here, when you come to a stream that's based on music reactions, remember what you're here for. You're not here to get your ego stroked. You're here because there's people who come together with honest opinions that we can all be better. If you're around some fuck ass shit where somebody is gassing you up or tearing you down, neither one of those people are helping you. If someone tells you that a bad song is good, that's not helping you. If someone tells you that a good song is bad, that's not helping you. And regardless of what anyone else sees or hears, have the mental toughness and belief in yourself that I'm learning. I didn't come here to get my ego stroked. If you came here to get your ego stroked and someone don't like your song, then you failed. If you came here to get better and to learn and to keep working, then you will never lose inside of a chat where people are reviewing music. You will never lose getting feedback on your music if you just show up to improve and to learn. Don't get caught up in your ego. Your ego means if someone pulls your card and they don't like your song that you did XYZ on, that you feel XYZ about, you're going to put your head down. Don't ever put yourself in a position to put your head down. Put yourself in a position to learn every fucking time, whether it's me, whether it's Justus, whether it's your parents, whether it's your homie, whether it's Jay-Z, whether it's Rick Rubin, whether whoever you look up to, look down to, left or right about. Don't let nobody make you not believe in yourself. Just learn from what everybody's saying and read the context clues of what everyone's saying to you. Some people are going to tell you something to make you shut the fuck up. Some people are going to tell you something because they're doubters. Some people are going to tell you something because they're uncomfortable about being honest with you, and they'll just tell you it's good to make you not make them feel uncomfortable anymore. Read the context of what's happening, know what real feedback is, and stay believing in yourself no matter what that feedback is. I'm done.
Got to drop that in there. I don't know if you can hear that, but we dropped a quick applause on that because I agree with that completely, man. Real quick, Dirty, I want to answer your question. So you said, hey, I paid to get my first song heard. Does that mean I can't put in a second? Like, can I still do the free spin? So we do one song per artist per night, just so we can hear as many artists as possible each night, with a few exceptions, right? So if you're a Twitch subscriber, you can both do that paid skip and you could do the free submission. Or the first song of the night is like, that's just a thank you for everybody who pulls up at the beginning of the stream. So if you get that first song of the night and then you want to share another song later on, you can still do that as well. So yeah, those are kind of the couple bypasses to the one song per artist per night. But other than that, we do these every Wednesday and Friday night from 7 to 10 Mountain Standard 7 to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So, just come back on one of those days, and we'd love to hear another song if, the subscription stuff like that isn't fitting you. But subscriptions are
Hey,
free with Amazon Prime. So just throwing that out there.
real quick. Everybody in the chat, drop how many years you've been doing music for. I want to see how long everybody's been grinding and focusing. Drop how long you've been making music for in the chat for me, real quick.
I'm curious to see that. Iodine says 6 months. AO Mike said 9 years. Myself, I really started, I think, recording in like 2016. So what's that? 8 years, 9 years? Oh yeah. AO Mike, I think we started around that same time period. That dude Crystal said 2017, 7 years. 7, John. All right, man. Appreciate y'all sharing your thoughts in here. This next one right here, this is coming to us from Calatano. Conversation / Where Were You? Demo featuring Teo the Dan. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Step back, breathe it in, I ain't the one to reason with. And when your head on ice, I ain't gon' be the one you freezing with. Won't be copping, please again, we on the second season, man. Sleeping in, if the dog lies, you should leave it then. And being honest, I feel like I caused this. How do I guide you to this place when I feel like I lost it? And on my hands, I see red splatters, thoughts overhead shattered. Looking in your eyes, do you even think that death matters? And now you back in my office with dirty, tattered clothes. Had a lot of thoughts and I would watch as you combated those. Shit, I guess there's more to every surface than the data shows. I don't think we still in Kansas, homie, this the catacombs. I think of your children all alone, pitter patter with their little feet. They wondering if dad is coming home. The daddy might as well be skull and bone. Don't even call his phone. I'll pick it up and in a sullen tone I'll tell him daddy's locked away for what you did. You look upon their face. I bet there's lots of ways to box the phrase. They tell me not to say this, but you're not okay. I'm supposed to help you, but you're not okay. Admitting it's the first step. I hope I see a lot of change. And I doubt you got pocket change. You don't gotta pay.
Hearing Teo through the reverb is different. Here comes Cal's vocals. Oh, and Cal produced this one too? Awesome.
That was Teo?
That was Teo. Careful on those transitions. Don't be afraid to use Melodyne.
Can I go first on this one?
Yes, sir. Conversation / Where Were You? Featuring Teo the Dan by Calatana.
So I'm gonna start off with Teo. Yo, Teo, you nice as fuck, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all, everybody can learn from this real quick, bro. We can all learn from each other. This is a drumless song that he didn't miss his syncopation on. It's very hard for rappers to not have drums, to have drops like that, and to not miss a tempo note. You know what I'm saying? That's hard to do. And for you to be so young and for you to find that pocket in that beat, um, and to open it up and keep us all engaged in that record was impressive to me. I really think you're talented. Um, and I'm not. What was the name of the second artist? The name of the second artist is uh, what is this person's name? What's her name? Atano.
Calatano. He's a guy, but yeah.
Man, I fuck with your vocal tone, bro. Like your vocal tone was very captivating. Um, you drew me in. You kept me engaged. To be perfectly honest, that might win the replay value song of the night for me. I just made that up. But like I feel like for me, I'd play that shit again. Like relatively soon and just vibe and smoke. And I was really engaged in just the minimalistic but like glamorous production. I like the juxtaposition between both of y'all vocals. I like how the juxtaposition between both of y'all approach to the record. I liked how while I was listening to it, I didn't know it was gonna happen. I liked how it didn't overstay its welcome. I really, really liked that record.
No, real talk. Big shouts out to Calatano and Teo the Dan. Man, Teo, your verse felt so personal for like a music video on this one. I could seriously just see it like you'd have to find a good way to get the angle right, you know what I'm saying? You still want to make it feel cinematic, but uh if it was like literally just you rapping at the mirror, like you having a conversation with yourself, capturing different angles of that, maybe a couple cuts of you, like whatever. But um again, just between like the reverb and everything else, it was like, damn, it just felt like you were having a conversation with yourself in the mirror. Um, and then with Cal's vocals coming in, I thought that they came in real nice. Um, there was just a few spots
Ooh,
where there was some transitions where it was choppy on the transition, right? And it's hard, right? Especially when we're using our falsetto or different parts of our voice to go from a C to a D, or like just to get um those transitions right on that scale, those slides right. And so I would just encourage you, if you felt you hit a really nice vocal, but then just during one little part your vocal cracked. There's a really cool tool used called Melodyne, where you can literally like place the like note where you want the note to be on what key and stuff like that. Take some music theory knowledge though, some music theory background. If you're not comfortable with Melodyne, it's basically manual tuning, right? There's auto tuning and then there's manual tuning. Melodyne's a really cool plugin. But if you're not comfortable with that, just do it, retake it. You know what I'm saying? There's some exercises you can do to open up those ranges. Um, for example, if you notice, hey, my vocal keeps cutting at this note, you can do something to keep approaching that note and get closer and closer, both from the top and the bottom if you can. Um, and we can talk about some of these more in depth on Mondays from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Iodine hosts a virtual studio session in the Discord. I'm gonna pull that up real quick. Um, it'll be right here if you go to these voice channels, studio session. Iodine hops in there. He shares his screen. He's usually on FL. He teaches people whether it's just basics how to work FL, or hey, this is what a subtractive EQ is. This is how you do compression. This is and it's also it's a great spot where it's like, hey man, on the stream they told me to use sidechain compression. What does that mean? Like I don't. That sounds great, but I don't know how to do that. Iodine can walk you through step by step how to do that, or sometimes I'll be in there, maybe JMCL, whoever is in there making music. We can all kind of create music at the same time. It's a really cool environment. But yeah, that's another spot where we'd be able to kind of talk more about those vocal drills, stuff like that. But big shouts out to Calatano and Teo the Dan. Appreciate you guys for sharing that one. Sidechain compressor. Oh man, I had to bring it up at least once tonight. You know it. Nah, but like I said, the fact that both Teo and Cal also produce, like both vocalists, super talented between those two. Glad that you guys were able to link up and collaborate. All right.
Calatona, drop your IG in the chat for us.
I liked what M said. She said, Cal high vocals Latano. Cal falsetto Latano. Man, shout out Cal. We appreciate you. This next one right here, this is Gray Sky by Ace. Let's go ahead and get right into this. Man, y'all bringing it heavy with the piano tonight. I'm rocking with it. Yo, did we hear a song called Stroke of Luck on this beat? This piano sounds so familiar. I'm sorry, I gotta look that up after this.
I'm really sorry you feel that way.
Gray skies and low tides. Just a little further is the brighter side. Gray skies and low tides, yeah. Roll me up a one so I can smoke. Got a kick back, anxiety on my door. Not too many friends, yeah, I keep it on the D-low. Not on any drugs, had depression at my window. Lost a couple brothers and I took it to the heart. Now I try to turn your memories into some art. Fuck what they say, all the numbers in the charts. I'm just trying to vibe with my niggas in the stars. I be on my grind this time, I can't waste it. Did too much of that, you can see me getting wasted. Off a perk or two, not trying to be sedated. Got a little slur, that's how you know I'm faded. Got a little shorty, and she bad too. She hold it down too, and love her attitude. And love it when she walk in the room and take attention. Shorty, you're the piece in my life that I've been missing. Still got trauma that runs deep. Can't forget the words I speak. When I lay my head at night, I still fight my demons inside.
You know, having it all don't mean you have it all together. It's always the battle of the mind that we lose our toughest soldiers, and it's
gray skies and low tides. Just a little further is the brighter side. Gray skies and low tides, yeah. Gray skies and low tides. Just a little further is the brighter side. Gray skies and low tides, yeah.
This was Gray Skies by Ace. So I saw a couple of things in the chat that I thought were valuable. Teo said it sounded off key. I felt the same. And then Iodine said back up from the mic a little bit. And so I saw someone else asking about, I can't tell, it might have been Iodine too. He was like, I can't tell if the vocals were recorded quiet or if they were over compressed. Sometimes during the recording phase, what happens is we get a little too close to our microphone, and so our gain picks up too much signal. And so it's like, hey, we either have to try to, suppress our vocal, or, sing differently so the mic can pick it up, or like Iodine said, a great solution could also be just to back up a little bit. So that way you can still, fully express that vocal without having to feel, man, why is part of this getting cut off? And then also just, if you need to lower the gain on the microphone, don't be afraid to do that when possible. The biggest thing for and then I think Iodine mentioned it too, but just the mouth noises and kind of the background noises. I think did you hear the mouth noises right there? Not not to spotlight it or anything like that, but just those are easily cuttable. Those are easily trimmable. Use a crossfade to minimize any pops, clicks, stuff like that. But you can easily just trim out that part of the song and just it's just not needed in the recording. You know what I'm saying? And then you can hear a lot of that background noise as well through that vocal. Make sure that you have any fans in the room turned off. If there's any windows that they're closed. If your computer's really loud, try to create some kind of barrier that suppresses some of that sound from getting to your microphone. There's just a lot of excess frequencies, a lot of excess noise in that recording. Totally normal, especially when if you're not recording in a vocal booth, different stuff like that is super common. You know what I'm saying? So the good news about that is it's fixable. The bad news is, hey, it will impact the listener's experience. So I would say just make sure you address all those things. And then yeah, I appreciate you for sharing that one, Ace. There's especially in this beginning of the song, it was like, damn, bro, I could tell you were pulling from the heart. You were saying a lot of real shit, you know what I'm saying? So don't let any of the technical sides trip you up. There's, like Charlie said, there's the difference between writing a good song and then learning how to record. You know, it's a completely different skill set. Don't let it discourage you.
Yeah, to piggyback off what he said, I think I think that the takeaway is that record a lot. I don't think you found your voice. I think you found your emotional direction. I think you found, like, I don't know if anyone made this comment, but gray skies and low tides is beautiful imagery. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is the type of line that shows a level of potential that at this very moment supersedes your vocal techniques. And I think that for me, you coming up with that was a sign that, hey, you have something. I want you to continue to work your voice out and figure that out. Um, because unfortunately, or maybe just realistically, people gravitate to what sounds good more than what generates good thoughts, because it's the first thing. Like, a song could be beautifully written, and if it's auditorily like unpleasurable, no one's gonna care. You know what I'm saying? But also, being a good writer is the fundamental skill to be able to do something yourself, or else you're always going to be relying on someone or AI to write what you're doing. You know what I mean? So use your skill of writing to write a lot, and then use where you need to grow by recording what you write a lot until you start to come into your own vocally. I enjoyed elements of the song, not enough to say I enjoyed the whole song, but I enjoyed enough elements to want to hear more growth from you and to not turn my ear back on you, and just to be encouraging.
I like that term, my ear back. No, but all right, this is right here. This is No Love EBK. One time to red. Type your artist name in the chat and then type ! submit. This is Loyalty and Love by No Love EBK. Let's get it.
If you could love someone, I'll be honest, I still want you. Yo, Sam, this shit beats. When I'm lonely, memories flash.
Yo, it's eggnog time, Teo. I forgot about that.
Then it hits me how you messed me up so bad. How could you love
Appreciate you for sharing that one, Ace.
You're the best you've ever had.
Put a lace in your heart so I can't miss. I envision you inside my heart since me and you were kids. Life be hard, but only karma is a bitch. In my car, no star, I'm heading to the dealership. Need you in my arms, so please don't run away. And you always working hard, but let's have some fun today. Keep on fucking with the boss, go show you finer things. Oh, you my loyalty and love without a wedding ring. And the feelings that I got for you, it made my heart sink. They got issues that I'm way too, they say our names. 99% of people dissing me, they are lame. Fucking with these bitches from a distance, cause they fuck with my brain. I had to switch the way I move, I had to switch the way I think. I be crying over text, but I've been laughing to the bank. Heard the time they get little tears, and I damn near went insane. I might have to find my bag again, I put that on my name. I ain't fucking with these rappers, that's why most these niggas lame. And they say they stand on business, they ain't standing on a thing. All them brown day, clutching tonight till the sun drop. My bro was outside, started panicking, then I heard gunshot. My bro, my got a call, talking
Let us know. Should we add this to our community playlist? Vote in the comments. Vote in the chat.
Really, I wasn't even involved. No, I got fucking ops. Now when I catch them, gotta stretch them till they fucking drop. Put a lace on your heart so I can't miss. I envision you inside my heart since me and you were kids. Life be hard, but only karma is a bitch. If my car don't start, I'm heading to the dealership. Yeah. Need you in my arms, so please don't run away. And you always working hard, bet let's have some fun today. If you keep on fucking with the boss, to show you finer things. Oh, you my loyalty and love without a wedding ring.
That's Loyalty and Love by No Love EBK. Man, that one, I was torn on that one. I feel like if you just clean up the mix a bit, bring it more like bring it out into your face. I feel like that one's like if you had that mix kind of like a Polo G song, I feel like that might make for a good reference mix. You guys let us know in the chat if you think there's another song where it's like, hey, this would be a good starting place for the mix. Um, where it was like, yeah, man, I really liked just the everything from the sample on the beat to, uh, yeah, man, I liked your delivery. I liked the pacing on that song. To me, the mix was just what was separating it from, something you'd hear on the radio, something you'd hear on, um, a popular rap playlist, and then like to me, I saw the potential. We just need to get the mixing, the technical sides to get there. But yeah, man, I appreciate you sharing that one. What do you think on that one, Charlie?
Um, I had mixed feelings about it. I think that it had a lot of strong elements. I think it was a little bit generic. I think that it wasn't bad though. I think the mix can be better. I think that the writing could have been better. But I don't know if it was necessary for being an enjoyable song based on the type of song it is. It was like an in pocket song. It was like a solid, not a highlight reel. But I could also understand how people can enjoy it more than I did based on the style of music it is. It was, for me personally, it was just kind of middle of the road. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful. I think that that's a good thing because my opinion, it's just my opinion. And if I thought it was bad, I'd definitely say it. Or if I thought it was lower than that, but middle of the road for me might be somebody else's cup of tea. So I would improve the mix. Um, and I like the beat. I really like the cover art. I like the storyline. There's a lot of things I liked about it. But that's kind of where it landed for me.
And I do agree with you. Like you said, there wasn't a bar. I think we spoke about it with Pino a little bit. Like there wasn't a bar that was like, hey, that's the phrase that's gonna make this really sit with me. That really connected with me. Like you said, I felt like it did its job, but I think that's a great distinction where it's not like, hey, this is everybody stop the world. This is the song. Like you have to come meet this guy EBK. It's a good song, is but I think you said that there's an important distinction where it's like, oh nah, bro, like show everybody this song, like this is what's gonna make people love you, versus it's like, yeah, like I see what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's an important distinction. Shout
I
out.
think my bad.
No,
You can finish your shout
I
out.
was just gonna say shout out no love EBK, man, loyalty and love, but it sounds like you had a little bit more thoughts.
Yeah, this is a lesson for everybody. So a lot of what makes music is the same thing that makes branding campaigns. There's a part of your brain that understands properly packaged information by like our culture standpoint. Like think of like Silk Sonic smoking out the window. Think like leave the door open. Think like think about any song that is very popular and it's a tagline. There's like it's pretty much how people use marketing campaigns. Eat fresh. You know what I mean? Like it's something that stays in your brain that has a brand of its own that pops from you take it from a phrasal standpoint. Like so much of writing hooks is phrasing, and so much of writing a hook is having a topic that is also compelling. And if you want to write a sticky song, you have to find a sticky melody, a sticky storyline, or a sticky energy and a sticky phrase. And when you guys are writing your records, don't let that be lost upon you because
Make sure
you
there's
can write.
oh sorry, I was just gonna say make sure there's a bar that you can throw into your Instagram caption. Or that someone can throw into their Instagram caption. If there's no
Yeah, like
captionable bars, it's not that memorable. Most
it's
likely.
either got to it's either got to be blunt and relatable. It's got to be poetic and interesting, or it's got to be audacious. Audacious. You know what I mean? Like my pussy pink, my booty hole brown, or Pound Town is just it's audacious. Like it's not poetic, it's not really interesting, but it's like so bold that it's doing the same thing in my brain. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You might not like it, but it's burrowing itself in the listener's ear because it's like, well, I never heard. Why the fuck would that person say that? It stood out. It's almost like if you see a whole lot of people who look the same, this is how. Don't write a song that's like a fucking what's it called? The a non NPC. Don't write an NPC. You know what I'm saying? NPCs, nobody remembers that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's very important to just learn phrasing. If you don't learn phrasing, you have to rely on other things to make a sticky song, like the production, or you have to have a unique cadence. You have to have a unique delivery, but you don't have to have a whole lot of unique things if you have a unique phrasing. Like that's the easiest way to make a sticky song. Like everybody should study that, learn what words go together, and also what things people care about enough to use those words for. You know what I'm saying? Just that's advice for everybody to just improve.
Nah, I agree with that completely. Big shouts out to No Love, EBK, Loyalty, and Love. All right, let's see who we got resubmitting. Hey, Don, I think that's a beautiful way to answer that question where it's like, hey, man, it's lots of advice getting out. You know, as collaborators you might have been able to meet. Like, it's kind of the way you approach, you know, the perspective on it. We do these every Wednesday and Friday night, pretty much like 6 hours a week, chance for people to share their music. We also have the share your work section in Discord right here, where, you know, people can check out your music off the stream. And then we also do those virtual studio sessions on Mondays from 6 to 8 p.m. But all right, let's see. We got Brenda G Butterfly, and oh wait, we had Lil Schlatt up as well. Where did his song go? My bad. Sorry about that. Pack Runner Schlatt, pulled you up in the wrong order, but we got you. This is Fade Note by Pack Runner Schlatt, and then Brenda G Butterfly. If you're here, drop a chat. If your name's different in the Discord, just let us know so we can get you pulled up. But other than that, we got. Let's go ahead and get right into Pack Runner Schlatt, Fade Note.
Feeling like one of the greats. I ain't gonna lie, in the future I hope that I make, but baby I'm not even faded. These niggas is not what they saying. You can look at my eyes, I ain't playing. Can't even say shit cause you think that I'm faking. Playing with fire now, I know our love is dangerous. I'm in the car right now, I can't right now, I'm faded. Give them my heart right now, niggas don't know how I did it. And I'm in love right now, I guess right now I'm finished. Niggas be talking down, but they never know how I'm living. They ask where I'm going now, I tell them the sky's my limit. I got something back on now. I guess it's for my feelings, Is you gon' write it out? I'm knowing you wanted a million. You got me tripping, you going away from me right now. I'm knowing you hate what you see right now. I wanna feel low, I'm blown out low. Yeah, I thought you was.
This one's just a bit quiet slap. Thank you, M. Man, that was Fade Note by Pack Runner Schlatt. So, all right. We've talked about this a couple of times, Schlatt. So, you let me know if it's stylistic choices or if it's like, hey, these are things I'm working on it. I just haven't got around to it yet. Also, I'm not sure when this song came out, so it might have been before, you know, we talked about it a little bit. But I heard some static in your recording, and so it sounded like there was some clipping in your gain, some static in your vocal. So there was either clipping in the final master. I don't think that was the case, or there was clipping in the recording. So just make sure you have your gain turned down low enough if you want to record at a higher volume. And then on the master side, it sounded like the overall song sounded quiet to me, but there was still some of that statics that you get from clipping. And so I would encourage you to aim for -3 decibels on your output for Spotify. There's also a plugin called Adapter Streamliner that's really cool for basically it demonstrates how the song is going to sound once it goes through the different streaming service algorithms. So hey, this is how it's going to sound on Spotify free, Spotify Premium, SoundCloud free, SoundCloud Premium, all these Tidal, Apple. You can go through all the different services. They'll put their algorithms and their codecs, and you can hear what it's going to sound like once it gets exported. Really cool tool. I'd encourage really everyone to use that to make sure that their mixes are going to be commercially competitive across these different streaming platforms. But yeah, man, appreciate you, Pack Runner Slat. That was Fade Note. Do you have any thoughts on that one, Charlie?
Me personally, that was a layup line song. It was you continue to make those songs as you continue to get better. That song personally didn't have a whole lot of redeeming qualities for me personally. I think the beat was cool. I think you're still finding yourself whenever you made that record. Maybe you've tried new things and found, a more refined version of what you presented on this record. I don't think to me, I think that this is one of those I had to shoot this shot so I continue to be better and continue to shoot those shots because you will continue to be better.
And man, I agree with that completely. I've told that to Slat too, where it's like, hey, bro, keep developing, keep trying things, keep testing things out. Like you said, you're figuring out yourself as an artist right now. And that's a process where if you're not willing to try something new, it's like you're going to get stuck in a box. You're not going to be able to really figure out what's authentic to you. So I love that. Hey, this is a layup line. Don't stop shooting. Keep taking the shot. Keep working on your form. Keep practicing. Appreciate you, Pack Runner Slat. That was Fade Note. All right, let's see. So we heard EBK No Love, or No Love EBK. We heard Pack Runner Slat. I'm not seeing Brenda G Butterfly. So what we'll go ahead and do is get our last song of the night pulled up by a random number. It's the same way for everyone who's here at the beginning of the stream. We're going to do it the same way. So Charlie, do you have a number in mind? You want to pick the number this time?
I do want to pick the number this time.
Awesome. Go ahead and shoot me that number over. And again, y'all, we do these every Wednesday and Friday nights from 7 to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Let me check real quick. If there's any other music reactions communities live right now, we'll go ahead and hop in there. Actually, you know what? Let's hop back into Ultra Fox. We went there last week, I think. I think I believe he creates music for TV and film. Does a lot of like sync licensing type stuff. Yeah, he seemed like a pretty cool dude last time we hopped in there. So let's do that again. We'll go ahead and rate his stream at the end. Shout out, and we've said this before, man, but we really appreciate you guys just having great energy, being great participants in the chat when we rate other communities, because they see us all come in as a group, right? They all know, hey, this is that community. Those are those people from that community, right? When you guys have great energy, it makes us look good as a group, When we go in there, if we go in there hating and stuff like that, it's like, oh, that doesn't look good on us at all. But if we go in there, we show love, we help people, we share our honest thoughts, stuff like that. That makes our community look really well. So just big shouts out to everyone who, when y'all wearing, the Poetic, the Genius name, man, we appreciate y'all representing. All right, do you send that number, Charlie?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Let me get that written down real quick. I'm not going to give any context. I have some thoughts on that number. I'll share them afterwards. But I don't give any context. I don't give any hints, y'all. But all right, this is a number between 0 and 100. Whoever guesses this number, 0 and 100, gonna get our last song of the night. We do these every Wednesday and Friday night. Make sure you guys tap in, be part of the community, grow with us, share your guys' songs. All right, let's see what we got. See if we can get some music going in the background while we. I ain't set it up. Iodine heard the correction. He had to restart. Oh, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Hey, yo, Mike alert. Hey, yo, Mike alert. Man, he started at 1, counted up to 2. I respect it. That was.
Let's see.
So I was going to say, Charlie, that's either going to be a great number or like a real quick guest, or, it's going to take forever.
It's going to
All depends on if someone's doing the counting method or not. Man, shout out Ayo Mike. He guessed that one with 2. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all stay tapped in. We'll be rating Ultra Fox at the end of Ayo Mike's song. And y'all, Charlie from the Couny, his debut album's out. Character Development. It's out on all streaming services. Make sure y'all show some love. This man is a great musician. I love listening to his tracks. He was one of the first artists that really caught my eye on this live stream. So big shouts out to Charlie from the Couny.
Thank you, Justus.
All right, let's see. Ayo Mike closing us out. Vigilante. By the way, Vigilante's performing in Colorado on the 7th. If y'all are available that night, if y'all are in town, make sure y'all pop out, support a community member. But all right, this right here, this is Ayo Mike therapy session. Let's go ahead and get right into this. Man,
and it's a video. Shout out.
Much love, James Hill. VLAN, drop the info for your show in the chat.
Shout out to the nighttime smoke.
Hello, Michael. I know you're feeling really down considering the circumstances. I want you to know you're in a judge-free zone, and you can feel fully comfortable in my presence. I want to know your story.
Much love, Zach. Appreciate you stopping in.
Explain to me the events that happened in your life that made you who you are today. And explain to me why you are heartfelt and so effectively hit people's souls with your words. I want to hear from Michael Boyd.
Yo, Mike brought us a movie.
Thanks.
Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused.
I was gonna say, I think we might have heard this one. I think we've seen it, but not everybody. This is probably Charlie's first time hearing it, first time seeing it.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
I definitely heard this one.
Hella pain up on my shoulders, moving through the air. Too much pressure, hard for me to not just shed some tears. Too much fakeness, too much shady exes lurking near. No, you didn't say I love you, that shit not sincere. And the struggle made something out of nothing. Had to hustle with my little cousin. Yeah, this music life is scary, so I gotta cop a gun. But I'm dreaming heavy, so I will not leave on run. But have my life up in this shit I'm trying to blow. My people got my 6, they always ready on that go. Been through shit that made me elevate my character. My niggas and my fam, they all say that I'm proud of you. People hating, please just chill. I'ma make it, yes I will. Downfall sometimes pushing still. Set up beats and then I kill. Put my heart into the shit.
It's so many people who are hearing this for the first time tonight.
I rap or let out my vocal. I'm heartfelt and I am trying to make that fully known. Convey a message through my words when I'm making a song. Trying to put some faith in people that just fully lost it. I'm a good ass person, but you better not cross it.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
I just love his subject matter.
Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused.
Appreciate you sharing that perspective, Iodine.
Reminiscent on a part of my life that had me crying. Having flashbacks is a curse and no, I am not lying. I was a baby, it was crazy, fully brown. I wasn't even fully grown and I fucking could've died. Was cooking from mama, they chased the car and found the house if they kick the door. Was scared, I'm pretty sure. They found me looking fully pale and purple. No hesitation, they went straight up to the hospital. They said if they didn't show up when they did, baby Mikey would've been a fucking done kid. So I'm thankful and I'm grateful I turned out alive. That's the #1 memory in archive. Michael, ayo, my boy.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
Michael, ayo, my boy.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
Michael, ayo, my boy.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
Michael, ayo, my boy.
Stay focused.
I don't pray much, but at times I conversate with God.
So true, Black
I know
Star.
He by my side, so when I pray, I do or not. He guided me through many things up in my painful life. Most of the things I wanna recap, but I'm not thinking twice. Lord, can you watch over my siblings and fam? Lift the weight off my shoulders so I can go ham. Continue to guide me through this deadly world. And can you please bless me with a loyal girl? Lord, can you watch over my siblings and fam? Lift the weight off my shoulders so I can go ham. Continue to guide me through this deadly world. And can you please bless me with a loyal girl? Michael, ayo, my boy.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
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 Yo, Iodine, could you check? Did Ultra Fox go? Did he stop streaming?
Yeah, I was doing this the whole time. I love that shit.
Stay
I'm about to do that
focused.
shit all the time.
I know. I think I said that too the first time I heard it. It was just like that stay focused, like the way it locks in on the video. I see it.
Yo, so I think that you can polish up some of your technical approaches to like being in cadences. I really like your subject matter. I really like the hook. I think the mix can be a little bit better on the melodic part of the hook. What really inspired me, bro, was just what you was talking about, and like the music video looked mad DIY. And as an artist, the way you made me care with some of the simplistic, with the angles, with the light coming from the window between the blinds, with the multiple shots. It was just you did a lot with a little, to the point where somebody who might be shooting their own videos could just be like, I can do that too. And it felt like you was talking to me like, yo, look what I'm doing. Stay focused. And it just hit me as a man and as an artist, despite some of the things that I would encourage you to just continue to improve on. I really liked the record. I really liked the video, and I left feeling like I left inspired, which is, despite any technical observations, is the most important thing to me when I listen to music and consume media. So I appreciate you sharing that shit, and I'm glad that you pulled the #2, because that's the kind of energy I want to walk off the stream with.
Reminding us all to stay focused. Great
real nigga shit, bro. Real nigga shit.
Great
That's
way
real.
to end up the stream. And one of the things I love, I don't talk about this a ton, but just the power of vibrations and frequencies and that repetition in your mind. So many times we're singing ourselves and memorizing these lyrics that really aren't manifesting things that are healthy in our our realities. I don't know if y'all ever heard a sad song. You sing along to it, man. You're gonna be sad by the end of the song. You're gonna feel sad. You ever played Happy by Pharrell? You dance around, you feel happy while that song's playing. There's no choice but to feel happy and joyful at the end of it. Music is powerful, you know what I'm saying? And so instead of having some of these dangerous things that we be saying on our hooks and our verses and stuff like that, to have stay focused being the thing that continually replays through your mind, that's very valuable. I want to see more of that in the music. So appreciate you. Ayo, Mike, therapy session.
Mike, also, bro, don't lose that. when it comes to making music, bro, it's so easy to like get juiced up and to not always remember why people gravitate to you. And I'm new to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at your IG right now, and it looks like a lot more people know you than me, and that you got your own following right now. You know, just be aware of why people gravitate to you. Cause off strength, I'm an integral stand up nigga. Like that's what I stand on. Before all that other shit, I care about if you's a good person. And the one thing that made me be like, bro, I fuck with you is because you sold me good person. You told me, nigga, I care about being a stand up nigga and standing on the business that I think is integrity. You know what I'm saying? And I just encourage you, bro, to keep walking on your journey. I'm looking at your IG and it looks like you focused, bro. So stay focused like you told us because we want to see you win. Everybody here wants to see each other win. And you being a part of this community, and y'all don't ever think about this either. Sometimes y'all are inspiring people with your words, not with your talent. Motherfuckers got talent, bro. I promise you there's someone more talented than everybody. But what you're bringing to a song, a conversation, a stream, a community matters. Like what you're bringing. Like niggas don't talk to you about that shit, bro. Niggas is just like, look at my shit. Look how fly I am. Look at my bitches. Look at my money. Like, yeah, there's a certain kind of human being that gets materialistically inspired because they're shallow minded or they haven't seen enough of it to know it's not anything important. But for you to bring something that actually matters to the people who are listening to you, talking with you, consuming what you put on, and looking at it, like that shit is fucking important. The human brain cares more about valuable things and invaluable things. And Mike brought something of value, and I encourage everybody in this chat, don't get caught up in what you think is valuable, because you have to have context on what is actually valuable. When you think about niggas who go to the club, bro, that's the most replaceable music in the industry. If you're looking at niggas who's just shoot 'em up, bang bang shit, I do drugs and fuck bitches, that's the most replaceable shit in the industry because it's generic as a fucking piece of bubble gum. I don't care how good it is. That's just facts. I stand on what I'm saying to you. So be aware of what y'all are bringing to y'all music because people are going to walk away with something or nothing. Don't make the kind of music, invest hundreds of thousands of dollars and hundreds of thousands of hours into something that people are going to walk away from being replaced by the next young new nigga who's doing it cooler than you because he's got the same goal of look at me real quick. But no one's making you stay looking. It's one thing to get people's attention, but a lack of substance, a lack of anything valuable is not going to retain attention. And you could throw in my face that people do that shit like Playboy Cardi, no shade. Like, you know what I mean? There's people, I won't name people, I don't want to be disrespectful, but budgets keep eyes on that. You know what I'm saying? You look what happened to the baby. He fell off so quick because the budget went away. You know what I mean? When you make music that impacts people's hearts, you can't yank the budget and at the same time yank the attention away. You're not yanking the retention away. You know what I mean? Fucking do something y'all believe in, because if you don't, nigga, none of us gonna believe in it either. And I'm not talking about the talent, nigga. I'm talking about what the fuck you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
That's the end of my speech.
Hey, I agree with that completely. That's funny what you said, Black Star. That made me laugh. But yeah, man, big shouts out to AO Mike. Appreciate you for closing us out tonight. Charlie sharing some real words there at the end. Much love. You just seen that comment, huh? You just seen that chat. That was funny. I seen that. That made me laugh.
Yo, I'm dying, bro.
No, but nah, man, we appreciate you guys for being here, being part of this community. It's an incredible community. Y'all make it special. Y'all are what makes it special for real. We do these every
I
Wednesday.
fucks with y'all.
Real talk, man. Real talk. Big shouts out to Charlie for being here. These music reaction live streams every Wednesday and Friday night. Big shouts out to Charlie stepping in. Just really helping the community in a time of need, you know what I'm saying? And doing a great job at that. So looks like the other music reaction streams actually ended a little bit before us tonight. So there's not really a ton of people to raid. There's a cool channel called Big Duck Energy. I think they're doing like a track. I think they're doing some kind of music tournament right now. but the entries were already pre-selected, you know, so we didn't want to get your guys' hopes up too much. But yeah, man. My name's Poetic Justus.
I'm Charlie from the Couny.
And we will see you all at the next perfect time. Much love, everybody. Here's a couple of songs by oh yes, here's a couple of songs by Charlie to take us out.
How you do this?
Hey, no, you good?
It's not popping up.
Oh, you trying to play some music?
Yeah.
What you got?
Don't judge me.
No.
What?
No, go ahead. You play it.
All right, here you go.
Yeah.
The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, with only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, with only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. Hey, our music tastes bipolar, but the distance between us is probably getting shorter. I can see where you coming from as you sort through the order. A different news that I ain't used to, but you the reporter, you tell me stories about it. Different memories that seep from out your phone and your router that get so heavy disconnecting your data. I think about this shit whenever I hear it. I can feel it since the rail been burning. Your energy moving wherever we going. You karaoke and that's how much you know it. You couldn't tell me the guy and a poet. You put the fire to the top of your bowhead. You told me not to copy your shit, but Shazam got the song all posted. Ay. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, with only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, with only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth.
Hey, I like that. I like that.
Your turn.
All right, my turn.
And that shit better be hard, nigga.
Our music tastes bipolar, but the distance between us is probably getting shorter. A lot of songs that I've been playing got no chorus recorded. It's all imagery, emotional storage. I understand it if you think that it's boring, but it's my foundation and my makeup. Take a walk in my shoes and lace up. You looking beautiful in your lace front. The imagery is still on my taste buds. The singles crowd probably hates us, but you open-minded and you listen to the lyrics. You don't understand it all, but you feel it. You say play another cause we chillin'. The smoke cut in half from the fans on the ceiling. You the man, I'm your nigga. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, with only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, with only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth.
Hey, I fucks with you.
Stop playing.
No, for real. I fucks with you.
Yeah?
I feel like I could fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. I feel like I could fall in love with you through the Bluetooth.